Lazy Boys, congrats on third. Welcome in, y'all. Blue Mystery, congrats on first, and Mort, congrats on second. Counterfeit, how you doing? Let me get the words on stream going. Who did the hydrate? Wednesday, thank you for the hydrate. Goober, hello, what's up? Yo-Yo, hello. Water. So, can y'all hear me okay over the music? Because I was watching part of the stream yesterday when the music was on, and I felt like it was kind of overpowering me a little. Which is weird, because I'm like, it looks like I'm at least twice as loud as the music. I'm back! Ember, how you doing? Yeah, my first stream back was yesterday. Tiago, what's up? Phoenix, hello, what's up? Dominic, hello. Feeling quite a bit better. I'm hungry, though. Mark, how you doing? Okay, looks like we have ads starting very shortly. If anybody's new here. Oh, Amber, thank you for the 2-month resub. And Phoenix, thank you for the streak. I'm going to get those ads going. If anybody gets caught in them, don't worry. I'll see you in just a few minutes. Here they come. There we go. Totox, how you doing? Tonic, hello. John, what's up? You can hear? Awesome. Counterfeit, thank you for the 3-month resub. Yeah, I think it was at the end of the stream, and I don't know, maybe I was mumbling at that point, because there were some times where I remembered what I said, but I just couldn't hear myself. I guess I was talking too quietly for the mic to pick me up. Alyssa, thank you for the 70 stream streak, holy crap. And Mandy with an 80 stream streak. Plushy, how you doing? Holy crap, y'all. That's a lot of streaking. Rad, what's up? And Neon, thank you for the 10-month resub. And thank you for kicking off a hype train, y'all. Hey, the hype train actually worked today. It's pretty good, thank you. Xylix, thank you for the 3-stream streak. When did someone gift you a sub? I think it was yesterday. I think I saw your name pop up in one of the gift bombs. Yeah, it was one of the ones that Aspects gave away. All right, let me get the next round of words going. I think, you know, I mentioned that Ray's out of town for the week visiting family. I think, no, I might, and I was saying yesterday that, like, cooking for myself sucks. Like, I don't know what it is, but, like, I'm more willing to cook when I'm cooking for more than just myself. But I'm thinking about maybe, I don't know, maybe making something next week. Melissa, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you, Rick. Leveling up that hype train. Dragon Lear, thank you for the 2-month resub. Your first live, Slenderhawk, welcome in. How you doing? Sideways, welcome in. What's up? Coffee, thank you so much for the 100 bits. No stinky ghost. Hopefully not. We got an easy challenge today, at least. I think it's glow in the dark. Glow in the dark's pretty easy. Just turn your brightness up. I like to cook in theory, but sometimes I get a little stressed out doing it. Would rather starve than cook for yourself. But you're obsessed with cooking for others. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of recipes on Instagram, and I also saw a YouTube video where a guy showed like a really easy like breakfast sandwich to make. Like I think it's like a brioche bun, like a mayonnaise mustard mixture, some like shaved ham, and then like an egg with a piece of cheese on top, and it looked really easy to do. I miss making breakfast sandwiches. Like when Ray and I got married, I used to get up every morning and cook eggs and bacon and just like cook a full breakfast for all of us, and I don't do that anymore. Like, I feel like as the years have gone by, I've just gotten like worse at doing things. What do they call it? Like skill regression or something. Stay Psycho, thank you for the 2-month resub. Also, looks like the ads are over. Let's see, got 2 to 3 weekly from the Hunts Alone. Mark, that's awesome. Get overwhelmed trying to do too many things at once. Yeah. Like, what really helps me is if I, like, prep a bunch of stuff ahead of time. Like, I can't start cooking and then, like, be chopping stuff at the same time. Like, I gotta prep all my ingredients ahead of time. Let's see. Megan, welcome in. How you doing? It's your first time here. Awesome. Thank you for checking the stream out. Your bestie recommended me. Well, hey, say hi to your bestie for me. And thank them for recommending my stream. Guardpole, how you doing? And Professor, what's up? How you doing? Let's see. Stick Pixie says, can't have people around you when you're trying to cook. I also feel that too. I get stressed out when other people are in the kitchen. But the other thing that I saw, I think there's this guy on YouTube named Arnie who does like a lot of like Mexican recipes and stuff. I happened to come across a reel of him cooking a chili in a crock pot, and I thought, oh, that looks so good. It's been so long since I made chili, so I might try to do that too. So I'm getting stuff for breakfast sandwiches, and I might try to make chili. Need a Christmas duck emoji? I'll ask Ray about that. Piter, how you doing? What's up? Hang on. For some reason, I always have trouble with I's and L's. Citrul, welcome in. How you doing? Like my brain wants to switch them around. Tater Thought, hello. What's my favorite challenge? Oh, that's a good question. I think Speed Demons is really fun. Whack Ace, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Toxic, hello. How you doing? Ariana, what's up? You made your top 5 channels. Hey, thank you for that. That's awesome. Oh boy. Anyway, we're doing some Phasmophobia today. It is weekly challenge day. And I think it's glow in the dark. That should be dropping here in about 2 hours. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to switch back to the, oh, I don't know, I'm Steam running. Good Lord. I'm going to try to switch back to the 2 Evidence Nightmare stuff today. See how we're feeling about that. If it's, if I'm too tired or whatever, I'll switch back to professional. Taka says, I love baking so you can make your loved ones fat. Oh man, there was a time back in, I think it was like 2021 to 2022, I got really into baking. I was making like cupcakes, I was like making my own bread, I was making pizza dough all the time, and eventually I got to the point where I was like, yeah, a lot of work. Okay, how you doing? When's the next YouTube vid? Should be the weekly challenge video tomorrow. Yeah, I haven't uploaded in a few weeks, but weekly challenge should be showing up on YouTube tomorrow. Flutter Pony, what's up? I was your top channel. Hey, thank you. Oh boy. Let's see. Started a sourdough starter a couple of days ago. Oh, I hope it turns out well. The last time I tried to make sourdough, it was recommended to cook it in like a Dutch oven. Tonic, thank you for the 100 bits. And I didn't have a Dutch oven, so I was living with my parents at the time, and I used this stainless steel pot with like a stainless steel lid, and it had Bakelite handles on it. But the problem was it had a little steam vent that was made out of plastic that was not oven safe. And I put it in a 400-degree oven with my big ball of sourdough dough. And eventually it's like, what's that smell? Something smells funny. And the plastic steam vent melted and went all over the bread. And yeah, not only did I ruin their... To this day, they still use that pan. Sometimes I go over there and they're using it and they have just like a little piece of foil stuck in the steam vent. Dutch oven, it's like a heavy cast iron pot with a heavy lid. I think the term Dutch oven refers more to the shape, I think, maybe than the material, but they're usually made out of cast iron. Let's see. Kenobi, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, I was not brave enough to try the bread. I'm like, this is probably like permeated with toxic plastic fumes. It looked nice. It looked great, but it just inedible. Yeah. In slang terminology, yes, like John says, it's when you fart under the covers and trap someone underneath. But it is also a piece of cookware. Yeah, it had a really nice looking crust. Just yeah. Anyway, let's get some ghost guessing going. Man, I tried to, I tried to get really into cooking as I got older and watched a lot of Food Network and stuff like that, especially watching like Alton Brown on Good Eats. That man gave me so much anxiety about cooking, though, that I have had to spend years undoing. Thankfully, I found some YouTube channels that are kind of like a salve for my cooking anxiety. Particularly Internet Shaquille and Chef John over at Food Wishes. Both of them are so chill, and Chef John especially, like, he has a philosophy of like, if you mess it up, it's okay. You can do it better next time. One Whereas I feel like Alton Brown had that philosophy of like, you need to do it this way or it's not good eats. And it's like, Food Wishes is nice. Like, I don't know if I've even ever cooked anything from watching his channel, but like, he just has such a good personality. Just like a very calming personality. Let's see. Snake, how you doing? Glad to see I'm doing better. Thank you. Come in when we're talking about baking. You're prepping cornbread to go with your red beans and rice. Oh man, I hope it turns out good. I have not had cornbread in so long. I want cornbread now. Oh man. Let's see. We're up on Julia Child. Oh man, I remember, was she on PBS? I think I remember watching some of her stuff way back in the day. Let's see, here for the 25th streak. Let's go. Let's see. Oh my god, I missed a couple of streaks here. We got Mom the Cat with a 3-stream streak, Flutter Pony with a 15-stream streak. We have Kawaii X DTI with a 25-stream streak. We have Jake Voorhees with a 20-stream streak, Tiago with a 3-stream streak. Ooh, okay, I think I got everybody. And Slowest Internet with a 40-stream streak. Thank you so much, y'all. Steam Bun, how you doing? See, where can you see the upcoming challenges? It's on the Phasmophobia wiki. I usually just go to Google and I type in Phasmophobia challenge mode, and the first result is usually the Phasmophobia wiki page listing all of them out. They all go in order, so you can pretty easily predict when the next one is, as long as they don't throw a random one in there. Like, they've done a couple of random one-offs for, like, the new maps and stuff, which is usually just get the ghost right 3 times on the new map. Shroom Queen, thank you so much for the 20-stream streak. And Blancs, thank you so much for the 15-stream streak. Ellery with the 20-stream streak as well. Holy moly. Apparently today's streak day. Let's see. Yeah, it goes in order until there's some kind of event. And then one year, the calendar got screwed up because it was like a leap year or something. So we did lose a couple of weekly challenges. Let's see. Most complicated thing you ever had to bake was creating a recipe for gluten-free vegan tiramisu. You made every part of it from scratch, and it took over a week to figure out what substitutions worked. Oh my god, I'm glad it turned out well. I saw, you know, Ray has celiac, so that's one of the reasons why I guess it's okay that I stopped baking. You know, don't want flour dust everywhere in the kitchen. But when I was scrolling Instagram earlier, I saw a recipe for a gluten-free pizza dough that had me going, because, like, the end result looked really good. But I didn't see what he cooked it in. He only showed how to make the dough. He could have some kind of fancy pizza oven. That's the hard thing about making pizza at home. If you're intent on making it in your oven, it doesn't always turn out as good. Even if you have, like, a pizza stone or something. Let's see... Snake says he used to watch Emerald all the time on Food Network, but he never cooked anything. He did. Even have one of his cookbooks. I would just watch the meal. Bam! God, I miss Emerald. Let's see. Yeah, this week's challenge is glow in the dark on Edgefield, I believe. It's just no flashlights, no power. So you gotta use glow sticks if you want to see. Cola, how you doing? Let's see. Okay. How is Ghost Guessing going? Lazy Boy's in the lead, Mork in second, and Annie in third. Nice. All right. Let's see. Am I going to do the old weekly? Probably not. One, it goes away in a few hours. Potato, thank you for the 6-month resub. 2, whenever I do the weekly, I throw it on YouTube and it's like, that wouldn't really work with my YouTube schedule. Because I couldn't really upload 2 tomorrow. And 3, it is Hide and Seek Extreme, which is the most miserable weekly challenge, and, you know, I would have done it if I could have streamed last weekend, but I don't feel like doing it right now. Quackmancer with the 25, let's go. Also drinking the Limoncello Madrinas. It's growing on me. I admit, I didn't like it the first time I tried it, but it's growing on me. Let's see. Stream streak is half of 666. 333. Oh, I hope Ray got hers yesterday. I sent her a clip. Hopefully that worked. There was one person you knew who claimed to be gluten-free but would drink beer. Oh no. Either they weren't. Either they were gluten-free by choice or they were asymptomatic, I guess. Feeling better? I am, Gima, thank you. That headache that I was developing at the end of yesterday's stream kind of persisted through this morning, but I think it's better. I think it went away. Have you seen the joke videos where someone's watching a cooking tutorial and the video snaps to advance the recipe? So the person watching the video just stands there snapping? I don't think I have. Doesn't sound familiar. Last week, with the 150 speed was hellish. You saw what a rev with line of sight. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Somebody mentioned that they watched my video from the last time I did it and it helped, but yeah, Hide and Seek Extreme is probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest weekly challenge there is. I know that the Apocalypse Draws Near claims to be the hardest, but I think Apocalypse Draws Near is a lot easier because you're not always in danger. Trying the peppermint mocha madrinas for the first time. Oh, it's so smooth and delicious. Nice. Glad you enjoy it. That's one of the new seasonal flavors. Or no, not new. I think it was there last year. Twitch replies aren't working? Like the little mouse over with the arrow? That happens to me sometimes. All right, anyway, let's get in there. Let's get the music off. We are switching to my custom 2 evidence. I don't think I have anything new to buy in the store. Oh, no, I lied. We have the book. Oh, and I think I have the camera, too. Yeah, tier 3 camera. Okay. Nickel is back. Thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Right. Oh, I almost forgot to add that stuff in my loadout. That would have been silly. Okay, and where are we going? Let's do a little warm-up. I feel like I always do that. All right. How to get lucky to beat Hide and Seek Extreme. How to Revenant and then 2 Theas. Oh, man, that is lucky. I feel like in that one, you basically just need to identify the ghost from hunt speed or hunt behavior. If it's a regular non-hunt tail ghost, you're in trouble. Let's see. Mark had a Myling, a Phantom, and a Mare. Okay, those first 2 aren't too bad. How'd you get the Mare? Doing online classes. Making dinner. Ooh, good luck, homeless. What are we doing? We're looking for Georgia Cordero. That's a fun name. We need to detect a ghost presence with motion sensor. We need to prevent the ghost from hunting with the crucifix, and we need it to blow out a firelight. Cordero is really fun to say for some reason. Tails, how you doing? Oh my, you actually collected the evidence for that, Mark? That's crazy. Okay, flashlight on, grabbing our keys, no tarot deck, no music box. You know what, I never look up here when I walk in, but I'm gonna go ahead and look over there because half the time I can't find the bone that's in front of the couch. Let's see, Duck67 and Exordium. Thank you so much for the streaks. Exordium with a 60, Ducks with a 5. Also, Shadow Gengar, thank you for the 20 stream streak. 42B, thank you for the 15 stream streak. Oh man, so many streaks today. Okay, got the power on. Orbs and writing, and it wasn't a Rev or a Thea. Process of elimination. You know what, that's one of the reasons why I like playing with 2 evidence. I don't know, it's just really fun to like do process of elimination stuff on this game. Boop. Found wishing for evidence with the monkey paw. Wait, is the monkey paw available in Hide and Seek Extreme? I guess if you're gonna have a 0 sanity challenge, the monkey paw and the tarot deck are about the only 2 cursed possessions they can give you. Let's see. Red, thank you for the 265 stream streak. Good lord. That's a big streak. Hey, we got a bone over here. I think they should add safe puzzles to all the houses with the safes. That'd be fun. Okay, so anyway, we have the bone. We have our... Wait, no? No, I don't have the cursed possession. Okay, it must be the summoning circle. Or the monkey paw. Yeah, it's the summoning circle. Do you have any tips for getting to affiliate? Well, I do know they did lower the requirements. But the usual hardest thing for people with getting affiliate is getting the followers. It used to be 50, now I think it's 25. I don't know, basically all I can say is stream. I would say I'm really glad it took me 9 years to get partnered. Because I feel like at least the first 5 years of that were just kind of practicing streaming, you know, getting good at it, learning how to talk to people. I see some people who get partnered within a year or two, and it's like, man, if that happened to me, oh man, I don't know what I'd do. I don't even think I was very good at streaming after a year or two. Let's see. Average viewers was your crux. Did they change that too? Is it still 3 average? Or did they lower it? Oh, we got a hammer. Okay, so our ghost is probably down here somewhere. There's a safe in Willow? Apparently there is. There's a safe in Willow. There's a safe in the master bedroom closet of Tanglewood. And there's a safe in Nell's Diner, but Nell's Diner is the only one you can interact with and open. Let's see, Spectre, how you doing? I'm doing a lot better, thank you. 3 average for 4 streams? I think it used to be 3 average for... It was either 8 or 12. So... There was a time, though. Oh my god. There was a time there if you subscribe to Monster Cat Gold, they would just automatically make you an affiliate. They made Twitch pay to win for a while. Let's see. 25 followers, 4 hours, average of 3. Okay, okay. Yeah, so they I think they lowered that. They also lowered the requirements for partnership. You don't have to maintain the viewership for as long as you used to. I don't know the exact details of that though. All right. Elda Blake, thank you for the 4-month resub. This ghost sure likes throwing things around. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Elda. Let's see, where's that? Sangria says, now that I see it, I can't see it. The texture mismatch in the basement at the bottom of the stairs. You talking about this one, or is there another one down here? Yeah, there's some weird texturing in some places. I admit, somehow I just never notice it, though. Maybe they'll add that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, I'm excited to see what they do with the reworks. I am relieved, though, that they've said that they're going to keep Tanglewood pretty similar. Tawny, thank you for the 10 stream streak. Cat keeps making weird noises. You know what? One of my favorite genres of pet video on the internet is cat makes weird noise. Or just like a cat with like a weird meow. Potato Thought says, when I first started, I totally zoned out on chatting with my chat. You'd also forget that you were streaming and sing on open mic while playing. Oh no. Yeah, I will say that is one thing that I have noticed about a lot of like newer or small streamers who don't have like an active chat is sometimes I think they like forget to look at chat. Or maybe they have chat in a place where they have to like deliberately look at it, you know? For me, it's pretty easy because I have my chat window. So like I have my main monitor that I'm staring at right here. And then I have a monitor immediately to the right of me that's kind of like angled away from that monitor. There's maybe like a 4-inch gap between it, but I still have my chat window right up against the left border of the monitor to the right of me. So I can see in my peripheral vision when the chat is moving, you know? Or, Snowwolf, welcome in, how you doing? Or like when first-time chatters come in, it has like a big border around the thingy, and I can see that big border in my peripheral vision and be like, oh, somebody new. And then right next to I have my event list with like all the stuff happening, with like the streaks and the subs and things. Why did I take that camera out of the house? One cat with an extremely deep meow. Funny to hear every time you come across the clip. Yeah, oh man, there was one that I saw the other day where somebody like their cat was like kind of hanging on their arm, and they're like, if cats don't want to be held like babies, then why are they such cute little babies, or something like that. And then like the cat looks at the camera and it has like kind of this like weird derpy face, and it's like, wow. Too busy yapping, yeah. That's my secret. I'm not actually a Phasmophobia streamer. I'm a just chatting streamer that just has Phasmophobia going in the background. I'm really good at playing this game while not paying too much attention to it. To the point where it's gotten kind of hard to stream games that I do have to pay attention to. Like, that's sort of become a problem for me. And why it's really hard to play stuff other than Phasmophobia now. Lazy Boys, thank you for the 25 stream streak. Let's see. Oh, Starlight, that sucks. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you got that worked out. Tech issues, especially like internet and hardware, you know, PC hardware issues are like one of the most stressful things to deal with when streaming. You know, two people I know, two of my fellow Kinetic partners have been dealing with problems. I know DeFool's internet has been absolutely pooping the bed lately, which, as somebody who's gone through internet issues preventing me from streaming, that is so stressful. And I think Hydrasung's computer imploded lately, and he had to just build a whole new one. Let's see. Your monitor died today? Oh man, Ellery, that sucks. Yeah, I just, especially too, like, this time of year, when it takes longer to get stuff shipped out. But I've gotten to the point where I have backups of some things that are, like, super essential for my stream. Like, I have backup headphones because I've had headphones break on me before. I have, like, a backup mouse waiting for me. Or rather, my old mouse, which had a click issue, but I still hung on to it in case something ever happens to this one. I have a backup sound mixer in case this one craps out, because this one, I don't trust this mixer that I have. Makes you not want to get a PC? I will say it's fine most of the time, you know. But, I mean, any electronic has the potential to have any, you know, issues or die. Like, I've had game consoles die on me, you know? Like, my original Nintendo pooped out. I know Ray's GameCube stopped working back in the day and she had to get a new one. Let's see. Backup headphones? I don't have that. Let's see. Oh, that's also a problem. Yeah, dead man. Jellybell says, it's like me with my fish tanks. Backups upon backups for everything. Yeah, if it's something that, like, if it breaks, you're going to be, like, in big trouble until you get a new one. I think it's good to have a backup. Or if you get a new one, maybe hang on to the old one, if the old one's still usable. Let's see. Witch, hello, how you doing? Night Runner, what's up? Okay, what are we doing here? Boop. Are you here? Spirit box. Cheaper to fix a PC than it is a car. Oh man, my car. I don't even want to get into that. Hey, we got spirit box and freezing and orbs. Okay, are you an Onryo or are you a mimic? We need to check for ultraviolet to make sure. Wait a minute! I'm in 2 evidence! This is a mimic! Okay. Are we winning? I think we're winning. Oh my god. Man, that... So I played all professional 3 evidence yesterday because I wasn't feeling too great. You know, and it was my first stream back after 2 weeks. Eden, thank you so much for the 34-month resub. Huh, that's concerning. But thank you so much, I appreciate that. But yeah, so I was literally playing 3 evidence all day yesterday, so the first ghost that I get after switching to 2 evidence is a mimic. Oh my god, that's the worst time to get a mimic. When you're still not in that 2 evidence mindset. Okay, so we're gonna put a crucifix down there just in case it switches to a demon and tries to early hunt. Oh boy. Finally people are getting wise to jellyfish. Jellyfish are pretty though. I like jellyfish. There's a, I think it's the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I think they have a jellyfish cam where like you can just go on YouTube and just watch a live stream of their jellyfish tanks. It's beautiful. Remember once you switched from 3 evidence to 2 and then got 3 evidence and then forgot you would switch? Oh no, that almost happened to me just now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway, what are we doing? Motion sensor, crucifix, and firelight. I can do that. I can do that. So what do I need? Motion sensor. I got the crucifixes down there. There's my firelight. Sweet sugary stars. Thank you for the 9-month resub. Also, enjoy your new sub badge. Oh no. I don't know when. Let's see. Sugary, thank you so much for the resub. I'm sorry to hear that you haven't been feeling better, or feeling great though. I hope you do get to feeling better soon. That sucks. I know how that is though. Boop, boop. Okay. Speaking of jellyfish, do I have a favorite fish? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I like fish. Really like fish. I don't know if I have a favorite, though. Let's see. E-Man, thank you so much for the hydrate. Sharks are pretty good. But then the question is, what's my favorite shark? Oh boy. I'm sure if I'm somebody who has trouble with what's your favorite X, type questions, unless I've really spent a lot of time thinking about it, Sometimes I have an arbitrary answer, like if somebody's like, hey, what's your favorite flower? I have an answer for that. Or like, what's your favorite games? I have a list of 5. What are your favorite movies? I could answer that. But if somebody's like, what's your favorite bird? It's like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I really like birds, but I don't know that I have a favorite. Hammerheads are cool. Guppies. No, that was a minnow. I had minnows when I was a kid. Lily, how you doing? It's going good here. So much greater this time of year for so many. Yeah, I know. For me particularly, I tend to get seasonal affective disorder really bad in like late January, February, kind of like the deep of winter. But usually this time of year, I can handle it okay. Okay. Do I want to have a stick of incense just in case? Maybe. For pictures, all I have so far is bone and summoning circle. Okay, we should probably like the summoning circle just to get a ghost picture. We can squeeze a video in there as well. But otherwise, let's see what we can get on this thing. Absolutely love the pufferfish. Oh, those are fun. Let's see, have a favorite Pokemon for like 5 different categories, same. I have like a few that I usually list off that I like. Bad Milk, thank you for the 7-stream streak. Also, Dead Man Recon, thank you for the 7-stream streak as well. Ah! Wow! Wow! Dang! Just slammed me right in the face with the door. Good lord. Oh, can I record that? No? Okay, that's fair. That was rough. Oh man, at least I got the ghost picture. Ah, translucent ghost. Okay. Let's see if I can, I'm gonna light a candle here. Why did I turn the light off? I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna light a candle and we're gonna see if we could record the candle with a motion sensor. Yeah, rude ghost. I've, something similar happened to me yesterday with a ghost, like the butcher, like walking out of the closet in Tanglewood, scaring the heck out of me. But usually the things that scare me the most in Phasmophobia are usually when it's right in my face. Like dots appearing right in my face, or the ghost eventing right in my face, or the ghost slamming a door in my face. Shamrock, thank you for the 9-month resub. Enjoy your new sub badge. Oh, man. Okay, we got our candle. Okay, so we should have orb, candle, and motion sensor. Okay. We don't have any audio yet, though. So where did I put my audio thingy? Right there? Oh, we got something. Where's that? Over here? She just wanted a hug? I have personal space issues that the ghost is not respecting at the moment. See, the remedy had is beef jerky, man. Oh, man. I think... I feel like probably the scariest ghost to be chased by for me are probably the crawlers. So the child in Patient 7 if she's crawling around. Okay. Turn that off. Are you here? Are you near? Okay. Hopefully that doesn't count for 2. Oh, not recording. Are you here?
An elderly victim.
Okay. Who is that? Turn that off. Oh wait, I still need to record the firelight being blown out. Hopefully this ghost isn't a, hopefully it's not mimicking an Onryo right now. Oh boy. Yeah, I will say the spirit box voices don't always correspond to the ghost's like age or gender or anything like that. Sapphire, how you doing? Just got your tree up and took some family pics before stepson goes home. Oh, nice. The child is elderly. Yes, don't worry about it. It's fine. Back here? Oh, that... No, don't record that. Don't record that. Don't record that. No! Screw you! Okay. Just blow the candle out, man. Just blow the candle out. That's all I want. Just blow the candle out. You know, I could take a picture of the EMF reader. We could also take a picture of the... Let's see... Rebel, welcome in. How you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. Could take a picture of the thermometer. Okay, so there's our 5 pictures. So if I do use the summoning circle for anything, it's going to be a vent video and a hunt video. For Horror 2.0. You want to see Patient 7 crawl on the ceiling? That'd be fun. I have played one game that used her model where she was, like, up in the corner and then jumps at you. Like Spider-Man or something. What was that? It was one of the Emeka games. Let's see. You saw your first ghost model that had the head all the way back around its butt? What? You mean, like, was she bent backwards? Let's see. If you drop your sound recorder during a duplicate? Oh, that's good to know. Okay, so all I need is one more video, and then we should have a perfect here. Oh, and you need to prevent a hunt with the crucifix. So I'm gonna go get ready to record the video in the summoning circle. Oh boy. You know, I'm pretty lucky that the mimic hasn't tried to mimic a demon so far. Oh boy, first time seeing that model. Yeah, honestly, Patient 7 is my favorite model, but she's also one of the ones that scares me the most. To this day, I would still like to, I'd still like to get Patient 7 in the morgue in Sunny Meadows. Okay, so we're going to take one thing of meds because you always want to have your sanity above 80% before you try to light the summoning circle. If it's at 80 or less, you're not going to light that thing. It's either going to, the last candle's either not going to light, it'll keep blowing out, because if you don't have enough sanity to light any of the candles, you know, because each candle takes 16% sanity. So if you don't have at least 16% sanity, you can't light a candle. It'll just keep blowing out. But on top of that, too, if your sanity's too low, the ghost might just automatically hunt when you light the last candle. There's like a very narrow period, right there, range where I think it can hunt. Also, Sapphire, thank you for the 40 stream streak. If you encountered a Phas ghost IRL, what model and type would scare you the most? Even though I just said that Patient 7 scares me the most in game, probably Beef Jerky Man, because just like seeing a naked dude, you know, you're just minding your own business and then suddenly there's a naked guy standing in the corner. I think that'd be pretty scary. Let's see. Google ghost models and don't see anybody leaned all the way back. Well, the neat thing about Patient 7 is that she can stand in multiple poses. She and the child ghosts are the only ghosts that can do that. Every other ghost, they just have one sort of animation pose. But Patient 7, she can be like kind of standing there shuffling at you. She can be crawling on the ground towards you, or she can be like walking backwards with her spine bent all the way over. Let's see, what a time to arrive, Sam. How you doing? And that guy, thank you for the hydrate. All right. Remember my Beef Jerky Man, Oni, that went hard, appearing constantly? Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, sometimes Onis are really easy to tell. Sometimes they are a pain in the butt. All it comes down to RNG. Okay, so anyway, we're getting ready for that summoning circle. We also have our crucifixes down there in the room because you want to have the room crucifixed off as well. Because as you're lighting the summoning circle, like I said, it takes 16% sanity every candle. And once you get into hunt range, the ghost does have a chance to start hunting naturally. And if the ghost starts hunting naturally while you're like, if the ghost is hunting naturally and you light the last candle, it'll just teleport the ghost into the circle where it will just run out of the circle at you. So we have our crucifixes down, we have our sanity up. Now where's my lighter? So this hand here is going to be for the camera, and then I'm going to scroll up again to grab a stick of incense. So we're going to light the circle, film the ghost event, and then run away. Because we don't know what the ghost is currently mimicking. So it could run at us like a rev, it could be an unaged Thea, you know, just blew the power. It could be something else really nasty. One thing we do need to be careful of, though, is we need to make sure it's not a Dio, because we don't want to hide and get ganked by... Actually, you know what? Considering that, I'm grabbing a second stick of incense, just in case it does end up being a Dio and we corner ourselves. All right. Boop. Okay, grab that. So I have 2 sticks of incense. Gonna grab the video camera, and now we're ready. It's always, you know, I realize I'm taking a little bit of time to get to the summoning circle, but it's always good to be precautious. Rather than just die. Okay, where are we hiding, though? It looks like, unfortunately, we're hiding in the master bedroom. I don't like that very much. But I'm probably going to use the desk instead of the chair because I have died behind the chair. Okay, sanity's up. We got our video camera. Strolta, how you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Film the child, and then run away. Okay, it's not a Dio. Wait, what's our last objective? Oh, we need to prevent a halt with the crucifix. Okay. I'm gonna hide back here. Ooh, I think she's currently mimicking a poltergeist. Because I heard a lot of items being thrown in a very short period of time. Die way too often behind the chair. Yeah, I died once behind the chair because the ghost walked in that side of the room, saw me crouched behind the chair, and just ran on over and killed me. So I do not trust the chair. Hope the mimic doesn't go Dio mode. Yeah, the only time I've died to Diogen hunt behavior was when a mimic chose to mimic a Dio, and I didn't realize it. Like, it started hunting right next to me, and I cleansed it as soon as it appeared, and then I ran away to my hiding spot. And then I thought, man, that ghost sounds really fast. Oh no, that ghost is starting to slow down. Oh no. And then it got me. Like, at that point, there was nothing I could do. My hiding spot was in a corner. There's no way to get around it. Okay, so our sanity should be in the dumpster right now. So the ghost should be in hunt range. We have our crucifixes in here. Get rid of that video camera. We don't need that. Can mimics change ghosts mid-hunt? Thankfully, no. They can only change what they are outside of hunting. And they tend to change every 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, just slow motion. No. Yeah, that's the worst thing with the Dio. Like, realizing that you're screwed. Uh-oh. That is a ghost event because the lights went off. And I also can't see it. Yeah, that's one of the ways you tell that you have a ghost event rather than a hunt, is that the lights will turn off when the event begins. Hunts will not turn lights off at the start of the hunt. They'll only turn them off at the end of the hunt. Let's see, do I have any good APOC tips? Yeah, the bot just responded with the best APOC advice that I have. But what I'll say about Apocalypse is that it is largely based on RNG, you know? It is largely based on getting good conditions for solving it. There may be some players out there who could probably win every round of Apocalypse. I imagine people like maybe Nuka Dave and Leona could do that. But for me, it's like, I gotta get the right conditions, you know? I gotta get good objectives, I gotta get good ghost placement. Nice. Okay. So there's our crucifix. We have all unique photos, all unique videos, all unique audio. We have our ghost circled. I'm just gonna hit it with a stick of incense and run away. Just to give us some time to get out of the house. Let's see, does that long drawn out breath sound mean it hit you? Yep. So anytime that a ghost does a fake hunt or an airball event, if the ghost makes contact with... I saw a mannequin over there. If the ghost makes contact with you, it'll make that, like, that big breathy sound, like the... And that is how you know that you lost sanity. Okay, cool. That should be a perfect. I did pick the bone up, right? I did. Okay. Alright, just double checking everything, making sure we got mimic circled. Let's hit the button and get back to the lobby. Not a bad round for our first hunt of the day. Alright, there's our mimic. How much money did I make? I got $2,157. Not too bad, not too bad. Especially considering we didn't get any dailies or weeklies. Okay, so let me get the music on. Let me get the mimic button push for our mimic guessers. Usually a lot of people guess mimic. Let's see who got it. Quite a few people. Congratulations, y'all. Let me get another round of ghost guessing going, and the drop game, which is working today. So do exclamation mark guess, followed by the type of ghost you think it is. For the next time. Would have been here sooner, but we're so hyper-focused on food videos. Bean, we were talking about a lot of food videos in the beginning. I was saying I think I might want to make chili next week. Like a crock pot chili. Maybe also get some stuff for breakfast sandwiches, because I saw videos on both of those. The one thing, I was talking about cooking earlier, the one thing that I struggle with, and, you know, this might be a spectrum thing. I am not good with leftovers. Burger tacos? Is that like a hamburger flavored like a taco? I mean, yeah, some tacos are ground beef. I could see that. Let's see. Pork in the soup with a bone. Hotly contested. See, pork soup. Hope I'm feeling better. I am, Devil. Thank you. Feeling quite a bit better. All right, 30 more seconds for ghost guessing, y'all. Get your guesses in. Exclamation mark guess, followed by the type of ghost you think I'm going to get next time. Let's see. Sugary, thank you for the hydrate. What do we got? 15 minutes till the next ad break? Yeah, we can squeeze one in. Actually, let me double check. As a late diagnosed autistic, no one really seems to understand why you don't like leftovers. Here's the thing, like, if they're heated up, like some stuff, once it's heated up, it's fine. But I just can't deal with, like, the cold, usually disgusting looking food in the refrigerator, because it usually looks pretty disgusting until you heat it back up. And sometimes the smells, too. I can't deal with the smells, so. Let's see, not good at making gravy when cooking. Haven't quite gotten the consistency. Oh, man, I mentioned earlier, like, right after Ray and I got married, I would, like, make breakfast every day for us. And there was one day that I'm like, I'm going to try to make biscuits and gravy. And I had never made gravy, like white gravy from scratch before. I do like reheated pizza. As long as it's not from the microwave, I'll do it in the toaster oven or the oven. Oh man, I tried meal prepping. That was a disaster. Oh man. But anyway, so I completely failed at making white gravy, but thankfully at the time we were living in an apartment that was like literally a half a block away from a diner. And we kind of knew the owners decently, you know, we were regulars there, so they, you know, so I'm like, okay. So I just like walked out of the apartment in my pajamas, walked down to the diner, walked in, and I was like, hi, can I buy like a soda cup full of white gravy? And they're like, sure. Oh boy. But yeah. Let's see. Pixelate says, as someone on the spicy spectrum, I feel that. I refuse to make enough for leftovers because of that. Even when heated, some things gross you out. Yeah. I have to be very careful about what I make. Because like I've seen some recipes on Instagram that like, you know, I saw some kind of like skillet creamy orzo something or other, and I'm like, oh man, that looks so good. But then I thought like, what's it gonna be like to heat up? Anyway. Bunny Kate, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Sherbert, thank you for the 70 stream streak. Thick Brick, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Oh no, wait, I think I got that. That was 9 minutes ago. I hope I read that one off. Do not try to reheat smash burgers. The bread gets glued to the patty. Oh no. Yeah, I know. I've attempted to reheat tacos before, like leftover tacos from Taco Bell. Just like throwing them in the toaster oven. Like taking the lettuce off, putting the taco in the toaster oven, and then putting the lettuce back on. Like, it works okay, I guess. But I feel like Taco Bell just kind of stops being food about an hour after you order it. Rainy, thank you for the 5 stream streak. Snow-capped wieners. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. Snow-capped wieners reheat really well. What is a snow-capped wiener? I'm trying to think like, okay, I'm imagining a hot dog, but like, what could you put on it to describe it as snow-capped? Like powdered sugar? Air fryers become your leftover BFFs, especially for pizza. Yeah, I usually, since, you know, Ray has celiac, so she has an air fryer just all her own. So she has something that she doesn't have to worry about, like, is this contaminated? So I've kind of taken over the toaster oven in the meantime, since it's a gluten nightmare. Dick Brick, thank you for the 100 bits. I did have some for your troubles, thank you. Let's see, hot dog split out, mashed potatoes. I saw, okay, I sent this video to Koodles. It was somebody put a hot dog in a bun in an air fryer, but they put mozzarella cheese and 3 slices of pepperoni on top to make a pizza dog. It looked so good. You love tacos, but will not touch reheated tacos. That's absolutely fair. Let's see. Crossy Road, thank you for the 25 stream streak. Tater Thought says, the secret of making most gravies is mixing about a tablespoon of cornstarch with cold water, making sure it's absolutely mixed. Whatever liquid you're thickening needs to be boiling. Slowly pour in the cornstarch water mixture and make sure it's mixed completely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what I did, but it just, I don't even remember how it turned out, but I remember thinking like, this looks inedible. Husband, see, like, so you feel the pain? Yeah. It's made cooking from scratch deeply stressful because, like, you know, you gotta vet every single ingredient you're putting in there, because there's a lot of stuff that it may not be something that naturally has gluten in it, but it could be like produced in a factory where that handles wheat products. So like even like spices and stuff, you know, there's a bit of a worry there. Kraft Michelin star stuff using an air fryer. I've seen crazy stuff come out of an air fryer before. Let's see. Can't do the chewy meat fat in any meat. Yeah, so I like sandwiches with deli meat, but like usually after a while I usually get the ick from sandwiches because like I'll get one too many slices of ham and turkey that just have like really gross chewy gristly bits in them. So I'm kind of getting back into sandwich mode, though. I've missed sandwiches. Crockpot and air fryer, girly. I need to do more stuff with the crockpot. Let's see. Aries, thank you so much for the 5 stream streak. This has just become a food podcast. It's a big problem. Like my stream, I've been streaming for over 10 years, and my stream has always been like this. Okay, anyway, I think I literally just spent 5 minutes talking about food. Where am I going? Let's get a Ridgeview. I like Ridgeview. Darth Redneck, thank you for the 100 bits. Managed to burn ramen noodles? Oh no. I'll tell you the way that I make ramen, which is absolutely burn proof and is honestly easier than cooking it on the stovetop. If you have an electric kettle, I guess that's the caveat. You gotta have an electric kettle for this. If you have an electric kettle, I just get like a decent sized soup bowl, and I just stick the brick of ramen in there, and I sprinkle the powder on top, and then I just pour boiling water out of the kettle on top of it, and I put a plate on top, and I let it sit there for like 6 minutes. If your bowl's not big enough to fit the entire ramen brick, you can break it in half. If it's still not big enough to fit that in there, you can break it in half, and then you can break one of the halves in half. Because like I'm not gonna eat noodles that long anyway. And it turns out pretty well. It's a really easy way to make ramen. The only downside of doing it that way is if you like cooking anything in it, you know, if you like cracking an egg in there or putting any like extra oils or whatever, you can't really do it that way. Let's see. All right, so we're looking for Linda Doe. We need to repel the ghost of the Thinsons while it's chasing, get a ghost blow out firelight, and detect a paranormal sound with a parabolic microphone. I think I could do that. Let's see, that's your method too. Foolproof and easy as heck, yes. And it only gets, I guess, 2 dishes dirty. You know, it gets the bowl and the plate. But you don't have to wash a pan. You know? Oh, I guess a fork too. Okay, so we got hiding in the living room. No tarot deck. Okay, let me go get the power on. We don't have a Ouija board. We do have the voodoo doll. I think I had the voodoo doll the last time I came to Ridgeview. Okay, no hiding over there, no power in there, no hiding at all in the garage unless I hide behind that car. Phasmophobia at the side of meatballs. Can I be honest? I don't really jive with meatballs. I wish I did. You know, they look good. If they were smaller, I think I'd like them. Oh. Oh. I always forget, there's like weird ambient sounds in this basement that sounds like somebody's upstairs. Let's see. Pikachu, thank you so much for the hydrate. All right, power is on. Let me get this light on here. Check that. I'm going to take a quick look around the basement for the bone. Anything with the roux doesn't taste good dehydrated. I feel that. Let's see, meatballs are overrated. Like a meat sauce for even meat distribution. Can I be further weird? I don't think I like meat sauce. I like it in a lasagna. I like it in a lasagna, okay? If it's like a pre-made lasagna. But I think I just like, you know, I usually get like a tomato sauce that has like bits of mushroom and stuff in it. But does the ghost like meatballs? I don't know, I'll ask it. If I get the spirit box. Let's see, get that power on right there. Had meatballs for lunch. I wish I liked them, because I think Ray did something where, she got some like, guaranteed gluten-free meatballs, and she made like little meatball subs. And she let me try one with the sauce, and it's like, Patari, how you doing? Charles says, usually break up the noodles, and I'll use hot water from a 4-liter electric kettle to dissolve the flavor packet before putting the noodles in the water. Then you nuke it for about 4 minutes. See, what I enjoy is spaghetti bolognese. Does bolognese specifically mean that it has meat sauce? I do like spaghetti in red sauce. Yo, Big Brown Eyes, thank you for the 99-month resub. I am, thank you. Hope you're doing good too. All right, okay, so I haven't found the bone yet, right? No bone? No bone, okay. No bone, no ghost. Looking for ghost and bone. Let's see, that's how I with meatloaf. I cannot do meatloaf. Oh, hang on, I heard a door. Ray, how you doing? This door right here? Okay. So our ghost might be down here. I'm gonna chuck the EMF meter, and I'm gonna run out real quick, grab an ultraviolet, see if we have any fingerprints on that door. Young Germs, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. Your bolognese is specifically a meat sauce. Okay, okay. So like, yeah, I usually buy like, I think it's Prego brand. They have like garden mushroom something or other sauce that I've been using for a long time. Oh no, Crossy, I'm so sorry. That is a hazard of watching this stream. Snake says, had a streamer friend visit Vegas, and her partner bought these huge meatballs as an appetizer, and the cost was like $25. And I was like, girl, I would have cooked that for you. Oh my god. That makes me think of, you know the Costco guys? I feel like the Costco guys are kind of fading from relevance. Unfortunately superseded by the Rizzler, who they helped launch into popularity. Do you think that eats AJ up? You know, do you think he stays awake thinking about that? Anyway, whatever. I think they had a song recently, because they do songs now, about big meatballs, and I'm not gonna lie, I think about that a lot whenever anybody brings meatballs up. Really like Rouse? I watched a video. I forget who did it. I watched a video, I think it was some news outlet, who reviewed like 46 marinara sauces, and they did say that Rouse was their favorite. In the top 5, that was the only one that I had heard of. Mark. Let's see. One of my friends recently got a job at Costco, and I would like to brag about the fact that I have had the utmost restraint in not saying anything at all about the Costco guys to him. You know, I haven't asked, are the Costco guys there? Have you met the Costco guys? Do you know the Costco? You know, I think that's very commendable of me. Let's see, porcupine meatballs? Is that where you like stick like spaghetti noodles in them? Let's see, meatloaf's only good for you if you can make it without onions or peppers. Use a less fatty meat and cook it in a way where you can remove most of the fat after cooking. Yeah, it's weird that I'm too scared to try meatloaf, but I like a hamburger, and those are like kind of conceptually similar. Anyway. Alright, I need to take an ad break, y'all. See, Epicurious did a comparison. It might have been them. That might be the exact thing that I saw, Charles. Let's see, how's Faz today? Not too bad. We had a Mimic in the first round, which that was fun. Let's see, Kinling, welcome in. How you doing? All right, y'all, I need to take an ad break real quick. If you're new here, I do one ad break an hour. It is a 3-minute ad break. It's gets rid of pre-roll for the next hour for anybody new coming in. While I do that, I hop up, I use the bathroom, I refill my drinks, I get some words on stream going. If you need to do anything, now's a great time to do it. Otherwise, I'll see you in 3 minutes. If you get caught in the ads, don't worry, you're not missing too much. But here they come, BRB. Hey, I'm back. How's it going? Oh, boy. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Good thing the weekly talent comes out in an hour. You're here, Mama. How you doing? Ooh, it's tart. Am I planning on playing the water park wellness update? I'm not sure. I have wondered about adding that back to the schedule. But if I do, probably won't be for a bit. Just because I think tentatively next Tuesday for my second game of the stream sessions, whatever. You know how I do those split streams. We're gonna be starting the Grinch for PlayStation 1. Felix, how you doing? Mermaid, what's up? So I used to play it every year, and I called the event Grunchmas. It was a yearly tradition until I didn't do it last year. Doing good. Hey, that's good to hear. But I think I have the schedule space this year for Grunchmas. I forget why I didn't do it last year. What did I do last year? Hang on, let me check my Google Calendar. Let's see. Felix, thank you for the hydrate. Excited for the return of Grunchmas. Me too. I was testing the game last night, and I got so absorbed to playing it. It's like, this game is so good. All right. What did I do last December? Looks like it took a week off. Phaz Roblox, that was a sponsored stream. Phaz Community Day, Phaz with Witch and Mork, Phaz, and then Cabin Factory on January 1st. It looks like I just played Phasmophobia the whole time. I don't know why I did that. That might have been during the time when I was just exclusively playing Phasmophobia and I hadn't played anything else for months. Somehow you change the setting on your keyboard to only light up when typing. Oh, that sounds annoying. Also, it looks like the ads are over. Welcome back, everybody. I'll be back in game as soon as this thing's over. Words, that's the word. Yeah, I guess that was last December, Mark. I love Corsair hardware, but their software is garbage. Like the IQ software. Nobody likes IQ. Their hardware is amazing though. So much that I bought a Corsair pre-built computer. And I love it. But yeah, I have so much trouble with the IQ software. Like sometimes the lights on my keyboard don't show up, so I just have to unplug and replug my keyboard. Let's see. Who do you play as? You play as the Grinch. It's kind of like Untitled Goose Game, where in Untitled Goose Game you have a checklist of mischief to do. The Grinch has a checklist of mischief to do, but you can also collect blueprints to unlock new equipment that allows you to, it's kind of a Metroidvania, where like the new equipment allows you to like get into new places, and it's really cool. Yeah, and it was made by the people who made Dead by Daylight, loosely. It's the same studio, but I don't think any of the people who worked on the Grinch game were still there when Dead by Daylight came out. Let's see. Me. Why won't Corsair sponsor me? Also me. IQ is garbage. Ray says, I think my new laptop keyboard's like that. Need to see about changing that. Oh, does it have RGB on the keys, Ray? With all the sauce talk. That's what I should rename my stream to. You may have to get the jar of Rao's roasted garlic marinara. Ooh, cook spicy Italian sausage. Yo, speaking of sausage, I got on an Instagram Reels algorithm where it's literally guys holding big, fat, juicy cooked sausages up to the camera, and then like the casing is so thick that they have to like snap it, and then like all the juice squirts out. It's vaguely erotic, but it's like, oh, those sausages look so good. I want a sausage. I want a bratwurst. Democracy? I don't know what that means. Democracy sausage. Still need to play Untitled Goose Game? Oh, it's so fun, Mark. It's such a fun game. There's a guy on YouTube that makes sausages out of the most random things. Ooh, cat food? I think cat food sausage is only fine if you're going to feed it to a cat. What a wild conversation. Hi, I'm normal. Speaking of sausage, yeah. And it's not just one channel, too. It's a whole Instagram ecosystem of people showing off their sausages. You know, one guy will be like, this is a cheddar brisket jalapeno sausage. Snap. Roll for sandwich? I'm vaguely familiar with that. Let's see. Well, I started sending them to Koodles. Every time I would find a new account doing this, I would send it to Koodles. Let's see. Okay, anyway. I thought people were just like doing the goose emote as a bit. Then I remembered that I have a Goose Better Twitch TV emote, so anytime you say goose, it replaces it with a goose emoji. Let's see. Love seeing. They look so good. Like, oh man, it's been a long time since I had like a big sausage or a bratwurst or anything. I'm craving them now. Such a pain to cook at home though. Let's see. Made an apple pie 100% out of apples. I didn't see that, but I saw people talking about it. Okay, what are we doing? Repel, firelight, and parabolic microphone. Okay. I'll bring in a firelight. Do I have any evidence so far? No. No. Trey, thank you for the quote. Ooh, sausage and peppers. I saw Walmart now has, it's like Great Value brand sheet pan meals. I guess they did that to capitalize on the popularity of sheet pan recipes on TikTok and Instagram. But I did see one that they had sausage and peppers. You just dump it onto your sheet pan and, oh, hello, not a mare. Not a mare and no ultraviolet. Dr. Drenna, thank you for the 2-month resub. And it threw my book, apparently, so we're not getting writing. Okay, what's that? That's a soap dispenser. I'm like, I don't recognize this piece of equipment. Oh, it's a soap dispenser. Okay. Are you here? Are you near? Are you young? Are you old? Do I have orbs? I sure do. Do you like me? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you young? Are you old? Okay, so through process of elimination, I think we're looking for dots or EMF 5. With orbs, Goro's not. Ah, blah, blah. Thank you, Phasmophobia. Anyway, we got dots. So it's a Banshee, a Yore, a Yokai, a Raiju, or a Thea. I don't think it's a Yore because I don't think I've heard it touch a single door at all. But I'm gonna go and cock the doors like this. For Banshee, we can set up motion sensors for a Banshee test. Thea, we're just gonna have to make it hunt. Yokai, we're probably gonna have to make it hunt. Raiju, we'll know if it hunts. Please be a Raiju. Since Raiju's a possibility, I'm gonna go and put some crucifixes down. Let's see, the most important piece of equipment, got to make sure that your hands are clean, right? Trey says, been craving a weenie roast, like roasted marshmallows and hot dogs over fire. I used to do that every year for my birthday. That was the closest thing I had to a birthday party. Hang on, what's our sanity? 72%. Raiju starts hunting at 65% around active electronics. Yokai will start hunting at 80% if you talk around it. Let's see. Sometimes. The Yokai thing doesn't work for me a lot. The spirit box lights up, but no response. Is it safe to mark that as a no? If you're playing in... If you're playing in 3 evidence, you can mark evidence off. So, like, say that the ghost throws the book and you're in 3 evidence, you can mark off ghost writing. If the ghost touches doors and light switches a few times and no fingerprints, you can mark off ultraviolet. However, there's stuff that I won't mark off. I don't think I won't mark off EMF. I won't mark off dots projector. I generally won't mark off spirit box, and I won't mark off freezing. And the reason for that is if you ask the spirit box a bunch of questions and don't get a response, you can reasonably assume that you're not going to get Spirit Box, but I have had some ghosts that took for absolutely ever to give a Spirit Box response. So I don't think it's usually safe to mark Spirit Box off. But if you're playing in 2 or less evidence, you can't mark anything off at all. Because, for example, let's say that we have a Raiju. Well, that means the Raiju is currently hiding its EMF. So if I marked off EMF, well, that would get rid of Raiju down there, even though, you know, the evidence is being hid. Let's see. Need a friend with a fire pit? I keep thinking about building a fire pit in our yard. I don't want to describe my yard too much because I don't want to dox myself, but there are some things that I think would complicate the placement for privacy reasons. Okay. Threw a ball somewhere. I think that's the basket. Oh. Is that fully open? No, it's not. Okay, so it's not a Yore. That was a partial door touch. We can mark Yore off. Okay, so, and I just turned the water off in there. Okay. Is that a hunt? No, that was an event. Because the hallway light turned off, and if that was a hunt, I would be dead because it appeared behind me. Okay, that does mean, though, that my sanity got dropped down to about 60, so if this is a Raiju, it should be hunting soon. Definitely don't have a fire pit. What does that mean? Why would you be cagey about that? Snake says, I think when it first... oh, hello, hang on. The Dune, coming on into the raid! Mercy, welcome in. How you doing? Slagathor, welcome in. What's up? Let me get a shout out. The Dune, I don't think I'm following you yet. I need to do that. I know some of my moderators started streaming, and I haven't dropped them follows yet. But hey, if anybody doesn't know, my friend and moderator, The Dune, go check him out. Drop him a follow. Playing some Phasmophobia today. How are the ghosts treating you? Let's see. Anyway, let me get back to that comment real quick. Snake says, I think when I first started to learn the game, I was told you might have a better chance of Spirit Box if it events, but I don't know if that's still a thing. The only thing that can increase your odds of getting Spirit Box during a ghost event is knowing that you're actually standing next to the ghost. But other than that, events don't particularly, like, raise the response chance or anything like that. Let's see. K-Man, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, boy, but we're doing some, we're just doing some, what are we doing? Oh, man, my sanity's in the dumpster. Okay, let's go ahead and let it hunt. Just see what it is. We need to repel and parabolic. Okay. Let's see. Fixed it. Nice. Yeah, everyone act normal. What? Anyway. Stop talking about sausage. Now we can keep talking about sausage. Anyway, hi. If anybody from the Dunes area doesn't know me, I'm DontFightDucks. I'm one of the official Phasmo content creators, so I play a lot of that around here. We're currently doing some 2 evidence investigations while we wait for the weekly challenge to happen. And I'm getting these crucifixes out of here, because we want the ghost to hunt. Preferably from that bathroom there. So I'm going to put those right there. Where am I hiding? Probably behind the refrigerator. Doing 150% ghost speed nightmare with no hiding? Oh no. So basically you were doing hide and seek extreme on all maps. Got hugged a few times, but it was fun. Nice. Ooh, deer sausage. Man, it's been a long time since I had venison. Definitely weren't talking about sausage. Yeah, I was... Hello? Don't like that. We're just gonna move this crucifix over here. But yeah, I was telling everybody that I was on like an Instagram algorithm where I keep getting videos of people who work at like barbecues and stuff showing off their big juicy sausages. Come on, man. Come on, man. Maybe it is a banshee. Maybe it is a banshee. You know what? What do we have? We have the voodoo doll. We can get our sanity up a little bit. Let's see. Have a ton done. Like kielbasa. Oh, man. Yeah, I was saying earlier that I was craving like bratwurst, kielbasa, Polish sausage, anything like that. Yeah, hello, Mr. Ghost. Okay, so let's go and grab the parabolic microphone. Also, hey, the Dune, if you got to go do any post-stream self-care or anything like that, definitely make sure you're taking care of yourself. You know, same goes for anybody who came on in with the Dunes raid. If you've been sitting down watching Twitch for a while, you know, if you need to get up, stretch, drinks, snack, pet your dog, pet your cat, anything like that, you know, definitely make sure you're doing that. But for anybody sticking around from the raid, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Also, Cooper, holy crap. Thank you for the 325 stream streak. Enters chat to hear sausage talk. Look, I like cased meat. Let's see, the Dean says pretty much zero. Oh no, zero grace, that's scary. Man, that's, I will not do that. Because the odds of the ghost just appearing right on top of you and just grabbing you, oh man, that's rough. But anyway, but you gave yourself breaker on. Let's see, B for mod duties. Hey, don't worry about modding. If you just got done streaming, don't worry about it. Because I don't know about you, but after I finish a stream, I just want to get away from the computer, you know? I just got to leave the computer, sit on the couch and decompress and get food. But need to go grab some dinner. Oh, homemade pulled pork sandwiches. Oh no, I want that. Could smell it for hours. That is torture. We did, I don't think it was pork because I think at the time chicken was cheaper. But we did like pulled barbecue chicken sandwiches in the Instapot. Where basically you just, I think you would like throw like some chicken thighs. You could even do it from frozen too. Throw some frozen chicken thighs in the Instapot with like a cup of Italian dressing. And then just like cook them in there for maybe like 20, 30 minutes. I forget how long. And then pull it out, shred the chicken. I would like throw it in my mixer. Why, hang on. Put your barbecue sauce in there. Oh, hey, look, poopy water. And then put it on a bun. I need to do that again. Or just making pasta and meatballs, man. I'm just going to be going to eat ramen after the stream. But, and I think I'm definitely picking up a chicken sandwich tomorrow. We were talking about chicken sandwiches yesterday. Curious to try the KFC one. Had pulled pork today with potatoes. Oh, man, I'm jealous. That's scary. Anyway, right now we're sitting here doing a Banshee test. The Banshee will pick its target at the start of the round. If you're playing solo, you're the target. But then it will walk from the ghost room to you and back if you're on the same floor. So we're hanging out right here watching these motion sensors. I'm actually going to turn this flashlight off so I can see that one better. And we... Oh! Airball! Oh, let me go check my sanity after that. 5 nights at Ducks? What? Maybe if I made pizza. Pulled chicken. Yeah, you could do it with pork if you wanted to, but I just used chicken thighs. It's like barbecue shredded chicken sandwiches. Really good. Okay, we're still at 72% sanity. K-Man, thank you for the hydrate. Trey says, Mr. Pickles is making us grilled cheese because you asked him to? Nice. Yeah, not an Oni. Is that an option? I don't think it is. Last Banshee had refused to give you the roam. Typically they do it for me a lot, but there was one time that I had a Banshee that I think it only did it once in like 5 or 6 minutes. Really weird. But you know, like everything in this game, like most things in this game, the Banshee roam is based on RNG. Fly Guy, how you doing? Make a Path the Skeleton redeem thingy? I probably could. Where, like, you do the redeem and it makes, like, an image appear on screen. I think I could do that through Mix It Up. How do you make the pulled chicken without drying it out? Like I said, I would just throw it in the Instapot with... I think it was, like, a cup of Italian dressing, and it was pretty juicy. And especially, too, using the chicken thighs. Chicken thighs don't dry out near as easily as chicken breasts. That was a creepy sound. But yeah, super easy recipe. And the... Crap, I can't remember the YouTube channel I got it from, but it was a lady with a bunch of huskies. I don't think this is a Banshee, y'all. I really don't think this is a Banshee. So, what does that leave? Yokai, Raiju, and Thea. Alright. Well, let me go see what my sanity is, and we're going to poke a few pins on the voodoo doll. I might get around to it. There was a time that I thought about using the Twitch integrated throwing system. But I think I decided that it was a little too chaotic, I think. Let's see. Is it the Banshee that has the rare scream that's only hearable on the parabolic? Yep. Though, following the Chronicle update. Another partial door touch. Yeah, definitely not a Yore. Okay, so if this was a Raiju, I think it would be hunting right now because we're at 60. So I don't think it's a Raiju. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to hold down my push to talk button, and I am going to talk constantly, because if you talk around a yokai, it raises your hunt threshold to 80%, and it does give them a chance to hunt, though in my experience just playing... Oh, I don't have any incense. In my experience just playing solo, it doesn't always work the best for me. Hey, Grandma, you stay in here. You stay here in this crucifix range, okay? Okay, because I'm doing a yokai test. And I also don't know how close you need to be to the yokai for that to happen. I don't know, like, the range on that. Like, I don't know if it's like the Dio where you basically have to be standing right on top of it to get the special spirit box response. But I'm standing here talking, I'm trying to get the ghost to hunt in case it is a yokai. What are the odds that it's a Thea? And I've just been in here super duper aging it. Well, I'll tell you what, though. With the remaining 3 ghosts, if I make it hunt, we will know conclusively what it is. Because the yokai will be regular speed, the Raiju will be fat... Now you're talking. Bah! Thank you so much for the gifted sub to the community. Holy crap. But yeah, I'm starting to doubt that it's a yokai. But if it does hunt, it will be normal speed. The Raiju will be fast around electronics, and the Thea, its speed will be determined by whatever age it currently is. So, let me go grab a stick of incense, and then we're going to poke the voodoo doll to make it hunt. Blah, blah, blah. One thing you've not seen yourself, and you mentioned this because you were watching Flash earlier, is you've never seen an Obake handprint in your games. It's been a while since I've seen one myself. Ah! Thank you so much for the 2-month resub. I thought it was really funny that the gift sub alert like popped up at the same time as the ghost event. Okay, so there's our incense. I will say, whenever the Obake touches anything that can leave a handprint, I believe it's only a 17% chance. I think it's only a 17% chance to get the special transformed handprint. So it is kind of rare. It is kind of rare. Okay, so I got my stick of incense. What do we need? All we need to do is repel the ghost while it's chasing someone. You see it a ton before Chronicle? I don't think they changed the rate of it or anything like that, but yeah, I haven't seen it in a while. 16.66666 infinite. 16.6 repeating. Okay, we're at 39% sanity, so the ghost should be hunting soon. I am going to... Where's the power at? I think it's downstairs. That's because the Obake can just not leave any handprint. Yeah. So it has to actually leave a handprint first. You're right. And it only has a 75% chance to leave handprints or fingerprints. So it's, first you gotta do the 75% chance, and then you gotta do the 16% chance. What's the new weekly gonna be? Glow in the dark. All right, Stinky. Hunt time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Actually, you may already be doing it. Let's just pull this back out of there. So, like I said, regular speed if it's a yokai. Speedy around the electronics if it's a Raiju. If it is a Raiju, though, once it gets away from the electronics, it will slow down. Actually, let's turn that off right there. Because the Raiju can run super fast as long as it's within, I think, 6 meters. 6 meters of active electronics on a small map. I think it's a wider range on a big map. Oh my god! I think it's a Thea, y'all. I think it's a Thea. Because as the Thea gets older, the hunt range goes down. Or the hunt threshold goes down. And this ghost is not hunting. So this is probably a Thea that we've aged high enough to not actually be hunting right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the voodoo doll. We're going to poke it a bunch. And we're going to see how fast it is. There we go. That ghost seems normal speed. That ghost seems normal speed, and it seemed to speed up with line of sight. Is that a yokai? It did seem like it was throwing more stuff when I was talking around it. Yeah, maybe a yokai. Definitely not a Raiju. So I will try to do the yokai test. And whoa, did you see that throw? RTD, how you doing? Yeah, I think this is a yokai. I'm pretty sure it had line of sight speed up. It's weird though that it wasn't hunting. Very weird that it wasn't hunting. Okay, so how many meds do we have left? Let's take 2 of these. This should get us back up to 50. This will be easier than doing the yokai test because the yokai test is a pain in the butt. But Ridgeview is ideal for the yokai test because even if it's upstairs and it's coming downstairs, you can either hide behind, like you could hide back here and hold down your microphone until it goes and then let up and see if it comes over. Or you can hide in this room over here and then run behind the refrigerator, or over here, you're going to run behind the piano. So Ridgeview is like maybe one of the best houses to do the yokai test. Let's see. Dominic, thank you so much for the hydrate. Okay. So, let me get these lights back on. This light on. And we don't need the light on. So yeah, basically I'm just seeing if the ghost hunts again. And I should probably get those crucifixes out of there. Yo, Wives Anarchy coming on in with a raid. Welcome in. How you doing? Let me grab a shout out. How was your stream? What are you up to today? Ooh, tabletop RPGs. Nice. How'd it go? What RPG were you playing? Or what system, rather? But hey, if anybody from my stream does not know the Wives Anarchy, go check them out. Drop them a follow. 2 wives playing games on Twitch. And sometimes talking about books. This ghost still isn't hunting. Maybe this is a Thea. What is going on here? Let's see. Hope I'm feeling better. I am, Raven. Thank you so much. Yeah, for anybody coming on in for the raid, we're doing some Phasmophobia. I'm playing... Uh-oh, hang on. I think this is a yokai. That seemed kind of fast, though. See if I can get down here before it sees me. At the... Okay. Oh, she came right over! Uh-oh. Is this a yokai? I'm gonna die. This is gonna be really embarrassing. That strikes me as not very yokai-ish. But it also hunted at 50. Could this be a Yore? That just hasn't done the door thing? No. It's not a Yore. It ruled itself out. I usually call this bunch of ghosts here the Banshee, the Yore, the Yokai, the Raiju, and the Thea the stinky bunch when it comes to Nightmare. Just because trying to it used to be Yore was a lot easier to to figure out. A lot harder. But trying to differentiate between yokai and yurei used to be such a pain in the butt. And trying to confirm that it's a yokai is also a pain in the butt. Okay, what do we got? 41% sanity. Let's grab another stick of incense. Reckon yurei? I don't know. It did partial door touches, though. Like, if this does end up being a yurei, then either I've got a bug or what we believe to be true about the yurei is not. Because I have 2 observed partial door touches. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for the door to close, and then we're going to do that test again. But it did seem like she made a pretty clear beeline straight towards me. And I should probably also explain the yokai test when the ghost is hunting. Most ghosts can detect your electronics from 9 meters away. So I'm holding down my walkie right now, so as soon as the ghost hisses it, realistically the ghost would near immediate, like that. Most ghosts, as soon as they got within range of my walkie, they would come right over. Maybe it is a yokai. Maybe it was just a big coincidence that she walked into that room towards me. Your yurei lately haven't been giving you full door closes? Do you keep your doors open? Because now they can fully open doors as well. So that's why whenever I think I have a yurei, I put the door like this. And that way, if it tries to open it, it'll like do that. Because like even if the door's all the way open, they will still try to open it. And it'll just make like a click sound and not move. Let's see. Banshees, they will walk to you if you're on the same floor. Which we tried to do a banshee test earlier, and it did not seem to walk over to me. Let's see. Wives Anarchy says, need food, gonna lurk. Hey, thank you so much for that raid again. I really appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Yeah, I guess I'm going with yokai. We don't have a lot of like audio or video, but I've been on this one for so long that I think I just want to push the button and go. I'm leaning yokai because I did 3 more yokai tests with it getting close to my walkie and it didn't come over. It was a yokai. Okay. The other thing that made me start to suspect it was a yokai is even though it didn't hunt when I was talking around it, it did seem to get more active. And they also get more active when you talk around them. I forgot the bone. Where's the bone at? Dining room. What? That means I walked past it a whole bunch. Anyway, let me get the yokai button, push for our yokai guessers. Yeah, anyway, yokai is like probably my most hated ghost during Nightmare. Yokai and Mare. Mare sucks too. Let's see. Anyway, whoa, a lot of people guess yurei. I'm sorry, yokai. A lot of people guess yokai. Congrats, y'all. Okay, let's get another round of ghost guessing going. Boop, boop. Do exclamation mark guess followed by the type of ghost you think I'm going to get next. So exclamation mark guess twins, exclamation mark guess Diogen. Or if you don't want to decide, you can do exclamation mark guess random. And also the parachute game. Oh boy. Also too, I imagine everybody's probably pretty well stocked up on Madrinas from the Black Friday sale, but if anybody does want to buy some Madrinas, you can use my code DontFightDucks, save 20%. Currently drinking the Mafia Old Country Limoncello. I swear it wasn't this tart yesterday. But I actually like it better that way. Oh boy, what are we doing? What are we doing? How long until the weekly? 36 minutes. Okay, cool. Can't remember what ghost you were guessing last. Go check your message history. Let's see. Checking my wife's message history. 999 plus messages. Let's see. Looks like Mare. I think you're guessing Mare. I don't know if you got the Mare correct though. don't know what the song is from. Oh boy, I should not have been talking about so much food, y'all. I'm hungry. I was a little hungry going into the stream, even though I just ate. Toxic, thank you for the hydrate. Okay, where am I going? We have 36 minutes until the next weekly drops. It's on Edgefield, so I don't want to go to Edgefield. Should I do... How about a Bleasdale? I haven't been to Bleasdale in a bit. Can we talk about food? I think I probably would have talked about it regardless, Bean. Actually, I think we were already talking about it before you mentioned the food videos, because I remember going like, oh, we were talking about food videos. Let's see, just ordered a whole Casey's pizza. Oh my god, after all the food talk. Casey's is where I get a lot of my pizza from. I also get a lot of food out of their hot cases, because, you know, I live in the Midwest. Gas station food's good here. But I was watching a video, or I was scrolling Instagram last night, and a video popped up from some YouTube show. I'm not familiar with it. But the host was asking the guest to answer questions about the Midwest, if these things were true or not. And one of the things was like, gas station food is considered fine dining. And the guest was like, that's true. And he's like, you know, some of my favorite pizza comes from a gas station. Casey's. Oh boy. But anyway, what did you get on your pizza, Darth? I saw that they had two new ones. There's like a spicy sausage and maybe it's like a 4 cheese or something. I'll tell you what, I think they brought the jalapeno popper pizza back, but I think that pizza is supposed to have Mike's Hot Honey like drizzled on it, but every single time I've ordered that pizza, it has not had the Mike's Hot Honey. I feel like I'm being deprived. Anyway. All right, looking for Dave Mills, video camera, crucifix, sound recorder, whatever. That pizza's amazing. You talking about the spicy sausage or just Casey's in general? Charles says, don't think there's been any of your streams or food hasn't been talked about. Charles has been watching for a long time. He can vouch for that. One day you shall visit the US and taste all the pizza. Oh, hey, I was looking at old posts for Phasmophobia, and there's a preview picture of Bleasdale like from this angle right here, and there's like a chest sitting here that isn't in the final version. I assume the pet pictures aren't there either, because I think that was added pretty late. Oh, the jalapeno popper pizza. I admit, it's a little spicy for me with the jalapenos on it, so I tend to pick them off. But it still has the essence of jalapeno. It's still pretty spicy. Do I prefer thin crust or thick fluffy? It depends on where I'm getting it from, Mim. But if the place I'm getting pizza from offers a pan pizza, I will usually get that. Like Domino's does a pan crust, only available in medium. Pizza Hut does the pan crust. Little Caesars does their deep dish, their Detroit deep dish pan pizza. Tried 99-cent pizza from New York City Midtown. Ooh, surprisingly amazing. There's a YouTuber I watch sometimes. I think her name's Gabby Bell. She did a video where she tried a bunch of like delivery pizzas. Hey, look, it's Lilith. She did a video where she tried a bunch of delivery pizzas and thought they were all terrible, and people like ragged on her. So then she went to New York to try a bunch of like pizzas in New York. I don't remember what part of New York she was in. But I think she went to 3 or 4 different places with one of her friends, and it all looks so amazing. Sorry. I just remember I keep getting videos from this pizza place in Brooklyn called Vinny's on Instagram, and they are so unhinged. But usually, like where am I? Hang on. Oh man, I'm not where I thought I was at all. Yeah, I do like a thin crust pizza, especially if it's like tavern style, I think they call it now. Like, honestly, that was just like sort of the default pizza of a lot of the local places in the Midwest, like thin crust cut into squares. So that's like the pizza of my childhood, what they call tavern style now. Squeamish, welcome in. How you doing? Snake says, hand toss stuffed crust, if I have the funds for it. Hand toss normally. I would honestly get stuffed crust more if it wasn't so expensive. Like, I usually think, stuffed crust. And then I look at the price and I'm like, nah, maybe I'm good. There's a place that does a baked potato pizza. Potato tots and ranch. Ooh, I'd try that. Was the spider always there? The spider's random. Her name is Lilith. In real life, she belongs to one of the Phasmophobia Discord moderators. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but if I look, maybe I will see it. No, I don't see it. What's their name? I can't remember. I want to say it's like Reaper or something like that, but I could be wrong. But within the lore and universe of Phasmophobia, Lilith belongs to the... Here, we're going to scare her off. Bye. Lilith belongs to the granddaughter of the owners of Bleasdale. Her bedroom's up here. You can see her portrait down in the study. But this is her bedroom. And Lilith did live in this terrarium enclosure thing right here, but something broke the glass. And here's the real Lilith right here. But she can appear at the on the stairs there. She can be over here in the corner, or she can be over here in this corner somewhere. But she's not aggressive. She just chills there, and if you get too close to her, she runs away. So even as somebody who has like pretty big arachnophobia, she doesn't bother me too much, unless like if she's right there, it's fine. But sometimes I will just be like, you know, looking around the attic or whatever, and I'll come over here and I'll turn and she'll be right there and I'll be like, "Wah!" You know, that's how I feel about spiders in real life. If they're at a healthy distance, they don't bother me. But if I just suddenly notice one up close to me, it's like, scary. But yeah, one of the many pets of content creators and developers and Discord mods and admins on this map. What's this? Oh, wow! Look at that bottle flip. That's really talented. The ghost flipped that spray bottle completely upside down on the sprayer. What are the odds of that? Whatever. Anyway, let's see. Squeamish, think of the 15 stream streak. Oh, we got freezing. Let's get a picture of that. I'm training myself to take pictures of the EMF and the freezing temperatures immediately. See, Dracani, welcome in. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. See, never forget the one stream where you got jump scared by the spider. Just one stream. Wouldn't be able to sleep knowing there's a spider loose in your apartment. I assume it's a real thing and Australians aren't just memeing. But I've seen a lot of videos of Australians who have like, yeah, that's the spider that lives in our bathroom. It eats the bugs. You know, it's chill. You know, just don't get close to her. She's fine. Ghost is showing off. It is. Ghost from 2016. Okay, man. Thank you so much for the hydrate. For April Fools, I bet they're gonna have the ghost doing like 6-7. It's like instead of the singy events, like 6-7. 6-7. Australians keep huntsman spiders inside. They're massive. Yeah, somebody was showing one on like the wall of their office. They had a name for it. Spiders in real life are terrified of humans. Unless they're from Australia, then they're more than willing to throw hands. No, thank you. Yeah, we had, Ray was making tea one day and like a little spider dropped down from the ceiling and she asked me to get it. So I grabbed like a paper towel and I kind of like hooked its web and I'm like, okay, you're living in the stairway now. I just put it in the bathroom, or not the bathroom, the basement stairwell, and it just scuttled away. It's like, you don't belong over the food counter. A little late, what'd you miss? Not too much. A lot of food talk, a lot of sausage talk. Big juicy sausages. Had a pretty fun investigation right in the beginning. I think I might throw that one on YouTube. I think that's a good one for YouTube. And then we're going to be doing the weekly challenge here in about 30 minutes. Let's see. But I do know at our old apartment, oh man, that was such a nasty building that we lived in. It had a roach problem. Because the back, it was an old theater, and the back of the building was kind of exposed to the elements, so there was like straight up a raccoon in there. But unfortunately, there were roaches too, and that attracted house centipedes because house centipedes like to eat roaches. So if you notice a lot of house centipedes, you might have a roach problem, because you usually notice the centipedes first. But I will say, house centipedes look really disgusting, but they're harmless, and I know that they eat the bad bugs. So whenever we would see one in the apartment, I would just kind of let it be. or if it was in like an awkward spot, I'd catch it in a cup and put it in the hallway. Let's see. Eldritch Fairy, thank you for the 20 stream streak. Got some ghostwriting here. Okay, so I have freezing and ghostwriting as our two evidence. So we're dealing with a Moroi, a demon, a revenant, or a shade, except we're not dealing with a Moroi because a Moroi has 4 spirit box when you're playing with 2 evidence. Why am I putting dots projectors up? We have 2 evidence. Feel like I should try Elden Ring? I played some of Elden Ring. I used to be more of a Dark Souls streamer, actually. Played Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne on stream a lot. Till I got super burnt out on them. See, love visiting Oliver or beavers that lived outside on your windows. Cat, thank you so much for the 7-month resub. Sal, how you doing? Charles says, I have what we call a capture cup, or a cap tire cup, which is a large deli container with a piece of cardboard. Oh my god, that's a good idea. Caught a bat that way once. If I had known about, bats and rabies and stuff, I probably wouldn't have messed with it. But one time when I was a kid, I was in town with my dad, and he needed to stop by his office building for something. And when we were in there, there was like a bat in there just flying around. So what we did was, we got a plunger and a box, like a printer paper box. If you worked in like offices or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And we rubber banded the plunger to the printer paper box and got another piece of cardboard, and we used the plunger to like put the box over the bat on the ceiling and kind of slid the cardboard, along the ceiling to kind of knock the bat into the box, and then just took it outside. Let it go free. Hubby's currently replaying DS3. Nice. Let's see, doing all right. Newborn baby actually sleeps much better than your first, so you feel pretty good. Oh, that's awesome. It's a pleasant change. Interesting that babies are different. At that age. Turn that off. Wait a minute, I already have my evidence. What am I doing? Oh yeah, tests and stuff. We got Demon, Revenant, and Shade. Well, that's a pretty easy one. Just from the vibes, I feel like this is a Shade. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this off right there. Oop. I should probably put some crucifixes in there, huh? It just did something. Oh, it touched a door. It's definitely Shade vibes, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some check my sanity and some crucifixes just in case it's a demon. Because demons start hunting at 70, but on top of that, they can just hunt whenever they feel like. Have a huge bat colony in town. Ooh. When I worked at Sears at the mall, I liked going out to collect carts at night because during the summer, the bats would all fly around the lamps. Like the, the parking lot lights. Just catching bugs and stuff. They're fun to watch. Baked purple potato. What's a purple potato? I'm guessing it's a potato that's purple, but like, does it taste different? Yeah, definitely Shade vibes. Okay, but I'm going to put these cruces down just in case. Just in case. It's a demon. And then we're going to hang out in this room. Okay, so that right there. I'm going to pull this one all the way out here. So now I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to grab a flashlight. And then I'm gonna see if anything happens while I'm standing in this room. We should probably also get a motion sensor. But definitely if anything gets thrown... Wait, I gotta turn this on too. If anything gets thrown while I'm standing in this room, we can say for sure it's not a shade. Because even if it walked out in the hallway and used its range to reach in and throw something, which on medium maps, they have a pretty long range. It's something like 8 meters. It can't throw anything if it's standing in this room with the lights on. So it'd have to be in this dark room to throw anything. Around sunset, they fly all over. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Not by much, so it's basically just an aesthetically different potato. Let's see. Do the same thing with squirrels. Oh man, that's the one thing that I miss about living at the house that I grew up in, is there was I think it was an oak tree. There was a big oak tree in the front yard, and squirrels loved that tree, especially, you know, they're like acorns everywhere. But it was always really fun to just watch the squirrels doing their thing outside, you know, eating nuts, chasing each other, running up and down the tree. I really like bats. We went to I don't remember the type of museum it is. I think it's a history museum, or it's like the state, maybe it's just the state museum. I don't know. There's a museum in Springfield, Illinois. That's a state something museum. I think it's history. But they hosted a bat festival once where you could go listen to people talk about bats. You could see bats. You could buy bat merch. And that was a lot of fun. I don't know if they're still doing that. I don't know if that was a one-time thing, but I should look into that and try to go again. Absolute shade vibes. Yeah, this ghost hasn't done squat while I've been in here. So, what do we need to do here? We need 3 videos with the video camera, we need to prevent a hunt with the crucifix, and 2 sounds with the sound recorder. All that stuff that requires our ghost to be active. Have I ever seen drunk wasps? Not in person. Sal said, we had an apple tree in your front yard growing up, and squirrels would eat part of an apple and then chuck the remains. And just if you got too close. Oh my god. That's so funny. I would not imagine that squirrels had much throwing power. Let's see. Charles says the purple in potatoes and other vegetables is an anthocyanin, and it's a good antioxidant. Ooh, good to know. It's like, I assume eggplant probably has that. Squirrel watching, you did a lot in college between classes at the square. The square, as people called it, had a lot of trees, and it was like a whole community of squirrels. Oh man, were they like, would they like come up to you if you offered them food? Because I feel like I've seen a lot of videos in college campuses of like squirrels being, I don't want to say domesticated exactly, but they knew that they could come up to people and people would hand them stuff. Let's see, if Rick and Morty taught anything, it's not to mess with squirrels. Okay, what are we doing? I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to do any of that. But I do need to find the bone, so I'm going to go in there. I think I have my flashlight on me, so... Okay, yeah, we're going to go find the bone. Let's see, Kishu, thank you so much for the 15 stream streak. Not that friendly. There's like a squirrel girl cosplayer. I don't know if she has a pet squirrel or if she just found like a really friendly squirrel out in the wild. But there was like pictures and videos of her with like a squirrel. Let's see. Got on break, been lurking. Hey, thank you for the lurk. I hope work's going well. Okay, so we're looking for bones right now. Oh, hey, right there. That's easy. Bone in the mudroom. Let's see, Grey Duck, how you doing? Hey, never apologize for being late. I always tell people you're not late unless I'm like literally ending the stream. Which we got at least an hour. We got at least an hour left. Husband tells you if you can catch it, you can keep it. Oh my god. I don't know if you should try to keep a adult squirrel. But I have seen people who like found orphaned baby squirrels and like raise them, and like the squirrel's like super chill and hangs out with them and stuff. Buddy bone. That's not a euphemism. Okay, so 2 sounds with a sound recorder and 3 videos with a video camera. This is absolutely a shade. If this isn't a shade, then I admit that I don't know anything about Phasmophobia. Blueberries are also an antioxidant. I have heard that. Do we have the blueberry command? Hang on. Koodles said that once, and then it just turned into a copy pasta to the point where I just made it a command. We do still have blueberries. Gosh, what a superfood. It's my go-to snack for something that's full of antioxidants, natural sugars, and low carbs. Lol. I freeze them to make this small nutritious snack last longer and to have fun with it. I forget if you said that on Discord or in a Twitch chat or what, but anyway. Ooh, I do like dried fruit. Oh, I'm hungry. So, what am I doing? Sound recorder. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Cooking, watching dinner. Ooh, what's for dinner? I do like blueberries. The thing that I don't like about fresh blueberries though is they are so inconsistent. You know, you could get the same blueberries 3 weeks in a row, and each week they're different. And sometimes you get like these big kind of mushy, mealy ones. Sometimes they're too tart. Yeah. That's the problem with fruit. Inconsistency. You know? You know what's not inconsistent? Nerds gummy clusters. The perfect food. Let's see. Oh, nice. Spaghetti, nice. I want spaghetti. Okay, so here's a Phasmophobia pro tip. It helps if you turn the sound recorder on. Fruit's only mushy if you freeze it. I don't think these were frozen. They were fresh. They were just like really big, mushy blueberries. Maybe they were old, I don't know. Nerds. I don't know if Nerd sponsors streamers, but I will extol the virtues of Nerds gummy clusters. Now with juicy centers, if you can find them. Dollar General doesn't carry the juicy center ones, but Casey's does. But I'm not buying candy at Casey's because it's more expensive there. Probably just ruined my shot at a Casey sponsorship. Oh boy. How big patch it? Raspberry plants? Oh, that's awesome. All right, anyway, y'all, I gotta take an ad. Grandma has a wild blackberry bush. Oh, that's so cool. I know, I think my parents live close to some woods that have a bunch of blackberries in them, maybe? I don't know. I think people go in there and pick them. I need to find out about that. Let's see. I thought you were going to say McNuggets or Dino Nuggies. You don't know why? What? Instead of Nerds Gummy Clusters? Oh boy. Those colossal blueberries are sometimes really mushy. Yeah, and the thing is too, like I do grocery pickup. I do like curbside pickup, so I don't get to pick my own produce. So I'm at the mercy of the Walmart produce picker. And sometimes they give you not great produce. So barbecue pulled pork pizza at wait, what? Barbecue pulled pork pizza? Oh, yo, Kat, I tried to order that one time and then they called me back and like, hey, we're out of pulled pork. You want something else? So I've never got to try that. Is that back? Is that available? I need to look on that. I'll check on break. Anyway, y'all, I need to do an ad break. If that's available, I know what I'm ordering tonight. Instead of eating ramen. Oh boy. Anyway, okay, let's see. Ads. I take a 1 hour ad break or something. I don't know how they're out of pulled pork. Maybe they misplaced it. Like I said, they keep omitting the Mike's Hot Honey from my jalapeno popper pizza. Oh, wait, it might have been the brisket. I do vaguely remember a brisket pizza. I don't know. That pizza's a summer thing, alternates between it and brisket each year. Oh. I don't remember if it was the pulled pork or the brisket that I tried then. I think it was the pulled pork. Or that I tried to get. Right, ad break. I'm going to the bathroom. If you get caught in the ads, don't worry. You're not missing too much. It's just words on stream. But I'll see you in a minute. If you need to get up and do anything, now's a great time to do it. BRB, bye. Hey, I'm back. You can tell that I'm hungry because my focus is basically non-existent. Oh, also, Great Duck Paranormal, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Alright, what was I gonna look up? Casey's menu? I don't usually order Casey's pizza unless it's a Saturday or a Thursday. Because on Thursday, they have Thin Crust Thursday, where I think it's like $10 thin crust pizzas. Any toppings, even specialty pizzas. AC, how you doing? And on Saturday, they have a deal where you can just get 40% off any pizza. So, what deals do they have? Save $7 when you buy 2 pizzas, $8 off when you order 2 large pizzas and 2 sides. Yeah, I don't think they have any good deals today. Just the defaults. Who did the hydrate? Mark, thank you so much for the hydrate. Thursday and Saturday are your busiest days. Your store averages anywhere between 70 to 100 pizzas on Saturday? Holy crap. Do you live in a pretty populated area? I always think if I decide to quit streaming for any reason, maybe I'll just go get a job at Casey's making pizzas. That's crazy. Let's see. You're the only store in town. Oh, you cover 4 towns. Okay. I will say every town around here does have its own Casey's. So that probably eases a lot of the load. Good place to work. Oh, but you don't get breaks. That sucks. I think, I feel like as per the laws of the state that I live in, I think they have specific break laws in Illinois. All right. Okay, we are back. What time is it? We got 7 minutes until the weekly challenge rolls over, so we're just gonna putter around here until that happens. Yo, Fatal, how you doing? How's Hollow Knight treating you? I forget, is this a first playthrough? Or are you doing a replay? Also, Fatal, thank you for the 27-month resub. Let's see. Only break laws in your zero bathroom break? Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Let's see. Hollow Knight's been so fun. Yes. Awesome. That's... I almost said awesome twice in a row. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's a really fun game. I haven't played Silk Song yet, even though I played Hollow Knight a few times. But I will get to Silk Song eventually. I think I'm scared to play Silk Song. From, like... I've heard a lot of I've heard a lot of people saying it's really hard. Let's see. Okay, anyway, what are we doing? 3 unique videos of the video camera, prevent whatever, sound recorder. Okay, let's go in there with the sound recorder. Trying to find a way to the 3rd Dreamer, nice. Also intimidated by Silk Song. Yeah, my friend Koodles, he did, what is it, like 112%? Oh, hello. Dick Brick! Thank you for the merch purchase. Yo, thank you so much. What did you get from the merch store? Also, too, y'all, for January, I'm not going to worry about getting it in the store right now because I think there are, like, holiday merch deadlines. I think it's December 11th. Like, if you want anything from the merch store, I think the holiday shipping deadline is December 11th. But so for January, I'm going to try to get in some zipper hoodies and crew neck sweatshirts with the ghost design on it. I think if I get those designs finalized tomorrow, I can probably get the samples in before the shipping deadlines end. Let's see, Silk Song's harder than Hollow Knight. Have 112% in Hollow Knight, and Silk Song took a bit to get into its rhythm. Oh man, that scares me. Yeah, I need a zipper hoodie too, because I don't like pullover hoodies. I'm really happy with the quality of the pullover hoodies in the merch store. But I'm just not a pullover hoodie fan. Thick Brick, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for announcing the discounts. Ooh, 2 t-shirts, nice. Yeah, and those discounts are permanent too. So no rush on that. The only rush is if you want it before Christmas. Okay, got a motion sensor. There's one video. I could get a candle, I guess. Biggest thing about Silk Song is you had to get used to the moveset. And Shamrock, thank you for the 200 bits. Love sweater hoodies, but zipper is good for summer too. Yeah, I tend to wear zipper hoodies year round. Let's see. Sal says I was playing Silk Song when I went into labor. It was a good distraction. Until it got too frustrating. Oh no. What's more difficult, Sal? Giving birth or playing Silk Song? Brain work? Candle, yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to like really lock in for the weekly challenge. If you missed it on break, I was saying that I'm so hungry right now that my focus is basically non-existent. Love your hoodie and Tumblr. I'm glad, Steam Bun. Miss Ouija, thank you for the 100 bits. And thank you for kicking off that hype train, y'all. Let's see. This kid was pretty much birthed himself and beat the doctor into the room. So Silk Song might be more difficult. Oh no. I was watching I think it was a video on Instagram. There was a lady sitting in her car talking about having cluster headaches, and she was saying that cluster headaches are more painful than being shot. And I was like, huh, never thought about that. You know, I mean, I've never been shot, but I guess somebody who may have been shot who also suffers from cluster headaches might have said that, yeah, cluster headaches are worse. Let's see. Merrick Josie, thanks so much for the whoa, brand new tier 1 sub, 6 months in advance. I really appreciate that. Enjoy your duck emotes, enjoy your ad-free viewing. Did that not show up in chat? That's weird. Only showed up in the event list. Oh, okay. Get it together, Twitch. Pain scale is a crazy thing. It is, because it's like when I was in the emergency room a couple of weeks ago, they were like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it hurt? And I'd actually had some time to think about that ahead of time. Because, you know, like, my throat and trying to swallow and like the vomiting and everything. I had already told somebody, it's like, this is the most pain I have ever experienced in my life. So I was like 10. And I hope they didn't think I was being dramatic or whatever. Because I answered that super fast. But it did like, every time that I think about the pain scale at the doctor, it's like, well, what's a 10, you know? Is like 10 the most pain I've ever been in my life? Is 10 just like hurts a lot? I don't know. 10 being the worst pain of your life for getting run over by a truck. Well, I've never been run over by a truck before, so I can't really say for sure on that one. Yeah, comparisons are hard. They are. You know, even, and also too, it's like, for me, the pain scale changes because this is definitely a shade. It has not blown out the candle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull the candle over here. I'm going to grab my video camera and I'm going to stand right here with the record button held down. Let's see. Just joined. Panther, how you doing? I'm good. Let's see. Billy-O, thank you so much for the bit. But like, you know, I used to get extremely bad headaches that were basically so debilitating that all I could do was try to sleep all day. They hurt that bad. And sometimes they would even make me sick. But after I started taking my blood pressure medication, that made the absolute worst of the headaches stop happening. And, but it got to the point where even though I wasn't getting those super horrible bad headaches anymore, I was still getting pretty bad headaches. And because I hadn't gotten a really, really bad headache in a while, the really bad headaches were somehow worse than they used to be, because compared to the really, really bad headaches, the really bad headaches didn't seem too bad. But now that I'm only getting really bad headaches, now those seem really bad. You know, because like it's pain scale is weird. Dijon broccoli. Wait, no, that was Josie. Thank you so much for the. Is it Josie or Jose? Let me know how to pronounce your name because I feel like I'm possibly butchering it. But thank you so much for gifting a sub to the community, which went to Dijon broccoli. Let's see. Always consider the pain tolerance is relative to each individual's tolerance. Wouldn't feel too bad. Also, Ginger, how you doing? Bomber says, my pain scale is... Oh, hang on. Video. Oh, not crap. That's the wrong camera. Oh, it's an air ball. Okay. You know what? I think I'm done here. Oh, hey, good news. We're full of pictures. Okay, anyway, back to reading chat. You could fall from 3 stories and be fine, but get a little tummy ache, and you think it's the end of the world? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Dorina says, I found pain scale once to describe each number by how much it impacts your ability to function. Oh, that's good. That's good. Shigari says, 10 seems to be, I can't think about anything but this pain and can't even be distracted from it. Okay. Tuesday says, that's honestly how I go in asking, but if you do say 10, they will move faster. Well, the thing is, at that time, I had stopped throwing up because of what they gave me, but still trying to swallow, like there was this awful, like razor blade knife pain, stabby lump in my throat. And it's like, that was a 10. See? And I'm going to screenshot that for future reference. But yeah. Tony says, it's weird because we have like constant pain, so any additional pain on top of that feels noticeably worse. Yeah, see, like before the blood pressure medication, I would have basically headaches constantly. Like, I would have like kind of low-grade headaches constantly, and then sometimes they would get really bad. But after the blood pressure medication, the low-grade headaches went away. So I would have days where I was just completely headache-free, and then if I would suddenly get a low-grade headache, it's like, oh my God, this is so bad. How did I deal with this all the time, you know? It's kind of like you get used to it, and then once it goes away, even pain that you used to deal with all the time, if it comes back, it's worse somehow? I don't know. That being said, I am off the blood pressure medication right now because that might have been what caused the allergic reaction. And despite that, I've been doing okay. I've been handling the low-grade headaches okay. Taking a lot of, what is this? Equate headache relief. 250 milligrams of acetaminophen. 250 milligrams of aspirin. And 65 milligrams of caffeine. That works okay. Oh, boy. What am I doing? Is it time yet? Hey, weekly's out. Let's leave. I'm pretty sure this is a shade. I know I haven't done any additional testing, but... Tater Thought says, when I have to go to the ER for bad migraines, headaches, and the treatment method is basically just to knock me unconscious. Honestly, when I have a really, really bad headache, that's all I want to do is be unconscious. So that's funny that that's their go-to treatment. Didn't realize that your head hurt all the time until you went on blood pressure meds, and it was like, whoa, you're not supposed to feel like crap all the time? That was exactly my experience, Banana. It's like, wait a minute. And also, finding out that people don't get headaches. Like, my friend Koodles, it's like, he tells me he never gets headaches. And when he does occasionally, rarely get one, he's like, oh my God. Ducks deals with this, like, every day. What the heck? This is messed up. And when I hear that, I'm like, wait a minute, you don't get headaches every day? That's messed up. Anyway. Momo says, as a healthcare worker who lives in chronic pain, I believe people and will almost always give the pain meds. Yeah, in my case, I just wanted something to try to make my throat stop hurting. Unfortunately, what they gave me didn't work very well. Fatal says, never understood migraines till I got them. The thing is, too, it's like, I don't even get migraines, I think. The types of headaches that I get are called cervicogenic, from, like, muscle strain in the neck and shoulders and stuff. But I think the pain level and the pattern of the pain is very similar to migraines. Fatal says, I'm chronically in pain and I kind of feel like people block you or write it off after a while. Like the boy who cried pain. You know what? I've definitely felt that. Oh, thank you so much for the hype train, y'all. I've definitely felt that with having the headaches a lot. Because I'm going to be real for a moment. Like, a lot of people will tell you, a lot of people will tell you, like, oh, put your health first, don't worry about the stream. Your health comes first, and it's like, yeah, that should be how it is. But I have noticed there was one person in particular who I banned from the stream. And looking at their message history on Discord, like, at one point I canceled because of a headache, and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry you get headaches. That sucks. I hope you feel better. But then one week I had to, like, cancel 2 streams because of headaches, and they just, like, flipped out in Discord. And, like, I'm unsubbing. You don't stream enough. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that was a change in tone, It's like, everybody's like, take care of yourself, put your health first until it starts to inconvenience them, And in that case, I guess the inconvenience was they don't get their stream entertainment, and then they throw a little hissy fit. So it's like, that sucks. But anyway, who's ready for the weekly challenge? Yeah, I don't know. That's whatever. Yeah. And I mean, it's not like I don't want to stream. I want to stream. I hate when I have to cancel. I hate when health issues get in the way. I hated having to take 2 weeks off from streaming because I had no voice. That being said, it was a very nice break. I don't know. Yeah, Pixelate says getting mad over stream, putting themselves first is insane. I mean, I guess at that point, I guess they thought... And here's the thing, too. I streamed, like, 3 other times that week. Like, that was a week where I did extra streams because it was a Phasmo update week or something. So, yeah, I canceled 2 streams, but I also streamed 3 times, so I don't know what they were talking about. Whatever. I don't need their $2.50. Oh, boy. But anyway, y'all, I think it's time for the weekly challenge. Let me go ahead and get that going. Let's get ghost guessing resolved real quick. Sorry, I know that I missed a lot of chat by just kind of monologuing, but that was a shade, right? Yeah. Oh, boy. I still don't play Silk Song? No, I'm good. Mama B says, as somebody who suffers from migraines almost daily, I've been blessed with a husband and friends who are very understanding and accommodating. That's great. Parasocial stuff can be weird like that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with, feeling parasocial. I certainly feel that way towards, like, YouTubers and stuff that I watch. But I think it does start to get a little weird when the person with the parasocial relationship doesn't understand that the person that they have a parasocial relationship doesn't owe them anything or isn't actually their friend or whatever, you know? Like, yeah, I have a parasocial relationship with some streamers that I just kind of watch and I never interact with, and I know a lot about their lives and stuff like that, and, you know, I'll talk about them with my wife. But it's like, I know that they have no idea who I am or whatever. You know? Oh, boy. But I will say, it's hard to use the, my headaches are extremely debilitating, and I have a lot of other issues that that cause, like, you know, just like really low energy, you know, and things that make it hard to function sometimes, without getting too specific into it. And, you know, by the textbook definition, I am disabled, but I find that I still have a hard time using the D word, you know? Like, I feel a lot of imposter syndrome about that. Let's see, but anyway. Tater Thought says, I think my parasocial relationship stuff goes as far as learning what people put out there, being empathetic for them, and genuinely caring about their happiness and well-being, but not being crazy about it. Yeah. Yeah, like, I think over the past few years, a lot of people have tried to use parasocial as a bad word, but like I said, I don't think it inherently is. You know, I think forming parasocial relationships with, like, streamers or YouTubers or celebrities even, I think that's normal. I think that's just part of being human. Trey, thank you for the howl. You did not howl yet. Let's see. Anyway, what are we doing? Weekly challenge. Let's put your health first until you're getting bad grades, and then your completely non-disabled mother is mad. Yeah. It's put your health first until it creates problems for other people. Which sucks. It sucks, you know? But anyway. Boom, weekly challenge time. Okay, we're gonna get into YouTube mode. Starlight says, I feel that, but towards using PTSD, like having imposter syndrome, because I know others have it. So much worse. Taking a lot of therapy and getting comfy accepting it. That's good. Been told that you need to retire by 3 of your doctors? Oh no, that sucks. Tater Thought says, I'm just getting comfortable with saying I'm disabled this year at 36. Let's see. First Lai says, I know it's super hard not to think it, but it's not imposter syndrome if it's actually your life. It's your reality, but you also get to define that reality however you like and in whatever way works for you, yeah. It's also really hard to, like, not to compare yourself to other streamers too, ones that, anyway, whatever, I'm not gonna get into that. I need to do a YouTube thing. Okay, so we did ghost guessing, right? Yeah, we get the music off. Let me switch on over to the weekly challenge. There it is right there, glow in the dark. Okay, let me get a drink, and then I'm gonna go into the YouTube monologue. Make sure we're recording. All right, it's time for this week's weekly challenge. This is glow in the dark. It says some of our equipment has stopped working. Hopefully this will be enough for you to see. I'm pretty sure the deal with this one is that we don't get lights, we don't get power, and the only thing that we have to see is glow sticks. Otherwise, it looks like mostly regular settings here. Contract, 0 setup timer, random curse possession, fuse box is broken. Okay, so this one is on Edgefield? Edgefield, right? Let me double check. Yep, Edgefield. There was one day that I went to, I think, completely the wrong map for the weekly challenge. That was awkward. But anyway, we're looking for Paul Stevens. I'm not even going to pay attention to the side objectives. We don't need that for the weekly. Oh, they took our video cameras away too. Oh, that's not good. And our wait, no, we have dots projectors. Okay, so what are we missing down here? I know we're missing flashlights. I know we're missing video cameras and tripods. We are missing firelights as well and motion sensors. Okay, that's not too bad. But we do have 3 evidence, so unless we're unless we have ghost orbs, we shouldn't have any trouble getting the ghost right. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a thermometer, a glow stick, and an ultraviolet. No, wait. Thermometer, EMF, and glow stick. Yeah, okay, whatever. I pushed my flashlight button and nothing happened, and I went, oh, right. So this one's not too bad. The hardest part is, oh no, that sucks. It's snowing, and when the power's off in the house, you are going to have the same temperatures outside that you have inside. So if the power's off and it's snowing, you're going to see cold breath everywhere. So that's going to make it a little harder to find the ghost room. I didn't happen to notice the ghost activity level on the settings. So if this is a low activity ghost, we might be in trouble here. But otherwise, I'm gonna walk around. Hopefully, maybe the ghost throws something or we hear something. With snow, the temperature should be 5 degrees Celsius. So if I do see a room that is colder than 5, that's probably our ghost room. Let's see. Yeah, you just can't set up a cam and run away in this one. Yeah, rip for people playing alone. We might have tier 1 headgear. Oh, look at that right there. We have a can on the floor. This is our ghost room. We got the basement. And a summoning circle. I don't know if we have a... Yeah, we should have firelight. I think there's incense in there. So go and check the door and the light switch in the lockers for ultraviolet. Don't see any. Gonna go and throw the EMF meter down and go get more stuff. Oh no! Imagine trying to get Goryo dots. Yeah. Yeah, if you got a Goryo, you're in trouble on this one. The tier 1 headgear, if you're playing in multiplayer, the tier 1 headgear can see orbs. So just have head cams right here. Just have somebody go inside and scan the room, I guess. If you are looking for Goryo dots, just have them stand right outside of the ghost room. However, if you have the ghost in the basement, you're also screwed. Because the Goryo will only do dots if you're standing outside the room. And in the basement, you can't really stand outside the room because the basement's the whole room. Super Swaggy, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. And also, thank you so much for that hype train, y'all. I appreciate it. Where's some Madrinas? But the notif didn't pop up. Uh-oh. It might be broken. Oh, look at that. Dots right away. Okay. And not a Goryo because we saw it with our eyeballs. Remind me again about that when I finish this investigation. Once I get back to the lobby, I can try to refresh it. Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Are you young? Are you old? Are you friendly? Or are you? Oh, we got dots and spirit box. Okay, we're off to a good start. So we have Wraith, Phantom, Yokai, and Dio. EMF for a Wraith, Ultraviolet for a Phantom, Ghost Riding for a Dio, and Orbs for a Yokai. Okay. Well, if we reasonably... Oh, I got our door get touched. If we reasonably don't get... Something's happening over here. Just regular EMF 3? Okay. Yeah, if we reasonably don't get the other 3 evidence, we can probably safely assume it's a yokai. Let's see, can you leave the headgear in the room? Nope, it only works on your head. Let's see, it should be 3 evidence. Pretty sure I saw it was 3. Okay, nothing on there. Looks like an EMF 5. Has to be a change of 4 or 5. And I know you might be looking at this one and going, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A spike like this represents a object levitate, and the upward is a combination of the levitation and the throw at the end of the levitation. So even though, like, if you ever do see a spike up like that that's 4 or 5, that's never going to be EMF 5. Let's see. Theo, welcome in. How you doing? It's going pretty good. Okay. Snake says, want to try the DBD berry one? Ooh, or the cherry limeade. I really like the... for Madrinas, I really like the DBD dead berry. I think it's a raspberry limeade. That's really good. The cherry limeade's really good, and the raspberry lemonade is also really good. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess we have everything in there, don't we? So I'm gonna bring some salt in. We can use that to check for Wraith and also see if it leaves any footprints on the salt. Just cracking up final exams. Hey, good luck, good luck. Okay. Throw that down. Put some salt down over here. Put some salt in here. Some, I guess I'll only grab 2 salt. Okay, well. No ghost writing yet. You can always tell that the ghost hasn't written in the book, that there's still the pencil or pen there. That's one way to tell from a distance without getting too close to it. Oh. Okay, it has stepped in the salt and not left any footprints. So we can mark off Ultraviolet and we can also mark off Wraith. That means we're dealing with a yokai or a Diogen. So either we need orbs, which we can't see right now, or we need it to write in the book. However, the easiest way to tell on this one would be to make it hunt, because yokai goes normal speed. Diogen speed is determined by how close or far away it is from you. And it also knows where you... It also always knows where you are, so... We're going to light the summoning circle and see if it acts like a Dio. So we're going to grab our incense. Grab that. You know, I'll grab a camera too. We can take a picture of it. Oh, and check our sanity, because you always want to have 80% or more sanity to light the summoning circle. I usually recommend 85. Okay. So we have our match. Oh, where am I hiding? Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. I could always run upstairs, run around the couch, and then run back downstairs. Because I love hiding in this corner back here. Okay, let's begin. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a picture, and then walk over here. If it comes bolting out of that room, it's a Dio. That's regular speed, so it's a yokai. Okay. Well, that was easy. So that means we did have orbs that we can't see. So he's gonna run around the couch. You don't even need a stick of incense to do this. As long as he doesn't come down the stairs, you're fine to do this without incense. And back in the corner. Back where we started. Let's see, if Dio always knows where you are, how do you escape it? You just need to keep moving. If there's a good loop spot, like around a counter or a couch or something, basically you need to get something in between you and the Dio and just walk around in a circle. If it's a really, really big room, like maybe like the foyer on the high school or the gym in the high school, you can just keep walking away from it. You know, basically you just need to keep moving. Or if it's like a house that has like a loop through it, like Bleasdale has a lot of rooms that kind of loop around each other. Grafton has some stuff like that. Nell's Diner has stuff like that. You know, just keep walking down hallways. Okay, so what do we have? Yokai? Hit the button there, and let's get out of here. That was a pretty good first round. Run and try not to soil your pants? Yep.
Welcome back.
That's how you deal with the Dio.
Ready for you.
I will say, trying to run away from Dios on Apocalypse 3 is one of the scariest things I've ever done in Phasmophobia. Yep, so it's too slow to catch you, but you just have to keep moving. Alright, let me hit the yokai button for our yokai guessers and get another round of ghost guessing going. Yokai. Who guessed yokai? Nobody! Okay. Well, new round. Better luck next time. Oh, yeah, thank you, Sugary. I need to... Hang on, I'm going to turn the drop game off, y'all. So don't do that. Oh, wait, no, hang on. I'm going to try something. I'm going to turn the drop game back on. We're going to try studio mode. Because I need to do studio mode when I do this, because otherwise I just go to a black void. You put nested alerts. Can you still see me? Yeah, you can. Okay. So right-click Madrina's alert, properties, scroll down, refresh current cache. Turn off studio mode. Okay. So now I open Madrina's recent event thingy. Oh, I wonder if the whole notification system's down. Because the most recent The most recent order I see is 2 days ago. Yeah. I hit the test alert button and nothing's happening. It might just be the whole alert system's down. Double check. Let's see. Alex, thank you for the hydrate. Let's see. Logging in my Dreams dashboard. Checking. Yeah, today. Is this December? December, what, 7th? Yeah, it says I had 2 orders today. Okay. Well, hey, thank you to whoever the other order was. Sorry the alert thingy didn't go off. But apparently, I think the alert system's down. Made an onion bagel with garlic and herb cream cheese. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't know that I've ever had never had like a really savory bagel before. We love technology. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I appreciate it though. Thank you so much. The Madrina's alert system is pretty cool, but it does break a lot. And it usually breaks on the weekend when everybody's out of the office, so... let me check the Madrina's Discord. General band. Scroll down. Merry Christmas. Nobody else has mentioned it. So we might be the first ones to notice. I'll drop a comment after the stream, letting them know that the alerts may be goofed up. All right, just happily the weekly isn't in Maple Lodge. Been getting tired of that map. Were a lot of the past ones in Maple? I know I missed a few because I was sick. Have you gotten to trying the winter seasonals yet? I have. I admit I knew ahead of time that I probably wasn't going to like them. Because what are they? I think there's one that's like a ginger snap. Or no, a snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle, which is going to be really cinnamony, and the other is the peppermint mocha. I don't really like cinnamon in drinks, and I'm not big on peppermint. So I wasn't too crazy about them myself, but that is definitely a me thing. You know, I've talked to other people who have tried them that really liked them. But yeah, anytime that they do a drink that has cinnamon in it, I know I'm not going to like it. Which is surprising that I really like the pumpkin spice, but it didn't taste overly cinnamony to me. Is it like a sweet peppermint? It didn't, when I tried it, it didn't seem overly sweet. There aren't too many Madrina's drinks that I do feel are overly sweet, which is a plus for me. Snake says, so for any drinkers of the stuff in chat, what's the milk tea like? Because you wonder if you like it, but... what's a good sub to test in stores? See, I've never tried real, or not real. The Madrina's is real boba tea, but I've never tried like boba tea from a tea shop before, so I don't know if I can really compare it to that. Let's see. Last 3 in a row are maple? Oh my god. Let's see. Really sleepy? Yo, hey, I'll catch you later. Thank you so much for the subs and the gift subs. I think I said snickerdoodle, like with an N. Oh boy. But anyway, let me get the next round going. That's you. There we go. Okay. All right, it's time for round 2 of Glow in the Dark. That first one was pretty smooth, so hopefully this one is just as good. Like I said, as long as you don't get an Orbs Ghost, you're probably going to be okay. That being said, every time that I feel like we have some kind of weekly challenge where we're missing one piece of equipment, I feel like every ghost I get has that type of evidence, so. To this day, I wonder what that light is over in those bushes, because in the oldest versions of Phasmophobia, that light wasn't over there. That's always very mysterious to me. Okay, at least we don't have snow this time, so if we have a ghost room, we're going to see our breath. But let me look around for the Cursed Possession. That might help us out here. So no Ouija board. No tarot cards. No... Oh, hey, we have the music box. Nice. Alright, so now we just walk around. Trying to find a cold room or anywhere where the ghost has thrown anything on the floor. Check the basement again. Yeah, this is a pretty easy challenge. Definitely recommend this one if you're newer to the game or you typically play in 3 evidence. Could be a reflection? Maybe, maybe. I always imagine like lights in the ground. You know, like, I don't know why I did that. You know, like some places, like they'll have like recessed lights in the grass. I feel like I've seen that in some sort of like business yards and stuff. But thankfully, we are doing this challenge in a time where they have improved the lighting, or improved the darkness in the game. Because right after, what was the update? I think it was the Apocalypse update. Was it? Yeah, that was the one where they added Sunny Meadows to the game. No, wait. I think Apocalypse came custom. What was it? I don't know. There was some update to the game where they made the game heinously dark, where you could not see at all if you didn't have a flashlight. And doing the glow-in-the-dark challenge after that was not good. It was really bad. Could not see anything at all. Did I hear something? I think that was just me on the stairs. Do a quick check around here with the EMF just in case. Yeah, I think that was just the sound of me stepping on the stairs. Okay. Back up. Now, hang on. I just heard a door close. Is that up here? Or is that in the garage? Let me go check the garage. So you just can't see in general. You have your game brightness at 150. Same. I keep mine at 150. Thought I heard a door slam. Oh, look at that. We got some stuff on the floor over here. Oh! Hello. Okay, Ghost is doing a shadow form event. Can't see it. Singing Ring Around the Rosie. I see the ribcage over there as well. Let me grab that. Okay, but check and see. Oh, no, wait. The ghost event closed the door, so even if we have an ultraviolet ghost, we're not going to see any fingerprints on that. But run back in here. Ooh, that could be an EMF 5 right there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if you see a line that goes up to 4 or 5 and then straight over and right back down, that could be an EMF 5. Hey, Joystick, how you doing? So let's grab the book, the dots projector, and the spirit box. Singing always creeped you out when you first started. Too many horror movies told you nope. Yeah, and I think that is classified as a singing event, where it's just standing there singing Ring Around the Rosie. Banshees do have a higher chance of doing that one. Or I could be wrong. Because there's Ring Around the Rosie, and then there's the one where they're just like, you know. Oh, is that a hunt? Oh, that's a Thea. Thea's hunt is 75%, and they are also very fast. Yeah. Let's see if we can live. Let's see if I can escape an unaged Thea. As long as she doesn't come down the stairs, we're good. Okay, so yeah. So Thea is a ghost that the more time you spend in the room with it, the older it gets. But when the investigation starts off, they are fully unaged. And an unaged Thea starts hunting at 75% sanity, and they are very fast. The older they get, the lower the sanity hunt threshold goes, and the slower they get. They're also very active in the beginning, and they get less active as they get older. So if you get a very early hunt like that and the ghost is zooming, it's almost certainly a Thea. Because if we go right outside and check my sanity, I bet it's right at 75 or a little below. No, actually. Wow. Okay, we're at 58. Yeah, that's still a Thea. I don't think that's a Raiju. Or is it? I need to figure out if this is a Thea or a Raiju before I go. Because Raiju start hunting at... Oh, that's an event. That's an event. Raiju start hunting at 65 around active electronics, and I had a dots projector in there, I think. So we're going to turn off all of our electronics, and we're going to see if that ghost is fast again the next time it hunts. It was like 70% when I came back to the van for the first time. Okay, okay. So it could be a Thea. She's hunting. Oh, yeah, she's still fast. Okay, that's a Thea. That's a Thea. Not a Raiju. Because we don't have any electronics on. Oh, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no, she just walked back here by pure coincidence. Okay, circle Thea. Yeah, yeah. Give me the stanky leg over there. That hiding spot normally works, but if the ghost does come in the basement, there is a chance that they could just coincidentally walk over here. I've had him go right to the edge of that shelf, though, and then turn right back around. Okay, but hey, Thea, easy. I can't tell you how many times I've been doing weekly challenges and we get a Thea and I just die. Which, it's really impressive that the ghost that's killed me the most is actually the Raiju. Let's see. Need a cardboard Metal Gear box to hide? I will pitch that to Kinetic. Okay, anyway. So, let's push the Thea button for our Thea guessers and then get another round of ghost guessing going. Anybody guess Thea? Anybody? Just a random potato and Ellery both guessed correctly. Congrats, y'all. All right, new round of ghost guessing. Exclamation mark guess followed by the type of ghost you think I'm gonna get next. Exclamation mark guess twins. Exclamation mark guess Raiju. You can do exclamation mark guess random. Anyway. I'm hungry. Oh wait, I never did look at Casey's specialty pizzas. See what they got right now. Menu. I guess I gotta start a pickup. Pick up. Oh, am I not logged in? They want me to do two-factor authentication. Okay, I guess I'm not looking at what they have right now. Boop. Oh, soup stolen. A grant. Boop, 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 boop. Just wish the closest case to you wasn't a 30-minute drive. Oh, that sucks. Let's see, who did the hydrate? That was Zenny, thank you so much. Also, Phantom Keaton, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. Man, that parachute's really going. Boing, 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 boing. Yo, Sangria Shark, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. If anybody got one of those, enjoy your duck emotes, ad-free viewing, etc., courtesy of Sangria. I appreciate that. Okay. Did you win the soup? Maybe. I think last I saw Grant was in there. Did you land after that? Yeah, I think you did. I think you did. It vanished so quickly. All right. What are we doing? Oh yeah, weekly challenge. Get the music off. Click right there. All right, it's time for round 3 of Glow in the Dark. Get edge field selected. Load in. It's still weird. They got rid of the ready up button if you're playing solo. It's still weird for me. We're looking for a Robin Harris. Grabbing the EMF, the thermometer, and the ultraviolet. That's your first win. Hey, congrats, Starlight. See, do the cold brew coffees have a strong coffee taste, or is it more the flavoring that you can taste? I think it really depends on the flavor. The coffee does come through pretty clearly, though. In most of the ones that I've tried. Like, I don't think I've had one where the flavor was, like, super overpowering the coffee. See, Joey, welcome in. How you doing? I would say I'm not that big of a coffee person myself, but I have found... Hey, look, we got the summoning circle again. I have found plenty of the cold brews that I really like. Which, if anybody is curious about my favorite Madrina's flavors, I'll put a thing in chat right there. So for, like, the Charger Freshers, I have... peach lemonade, orange guava mango, light fruit mango limeade, blackberry dragon fruit, which I made a typo in, and peachy lychee. For cold brews, I have the Blood Gulch Brownie Batter, the Blood Orange Mocha, and the White Chocolate Mocha. And for the fruit teas, I like the Deadberry Limeade and the Mango Dragon Fruit. Unfortunately, I haven't found any of the milk teas that I super duper jive with. It might just be a case of like I don't like milk tea. But there is one that I really want to try. I think it's the strawberry. I feel like if I'm going to like one, it's probably going to be that one. Okay, so we're checking rooms here for a thermometer. Yeah. Haven't seen any cold temps yet. Still looking for stuff on the floor. I don't know why I went in the bathroom. The bathroom is part of that bedroom. It's all the same room. Even this room here, this bathroom is part of the bedroom. That's something that once they remodel the houses, I expect them to change that. Let's see, doing well. Hit Prestige 1 last night. Yo, that's awesome. Congrats. Let's see, a nerdy hello. How you doing? Hunts have been pretty good so far. Only had one death today, that Thea in the last round. But hey, dying on the weekly challenge doesn't really matter. Because all you need to do is get the ghost right. Doesn't matter if you live or not. Are they doing all the houses or just Tanglewood? I believe they've announced that all of the suburban houses for reworks next year. About the only maps that they haven't announced for rework are High School and what's it called? Woodwind? Because technically Sunny Meadows is a rework of the Asylum. Whoa! Hello. That's just an EMF 2. Ghost might be in the kitchen though. Let me check my thermometer here. Yep, temperature is dropping in the kitchen. Let's see if it keeps dropping. Because, want to make sure that this is actually the ghost room and not a case of we had a stalker ghost come in here and ring the phone. Do I know anything about Horror 2.0 yet, or are they keeping it secret from the partners? I don't think they've told us any specific insider information about Horror 2.0 yet. However, the developers have mentioned details here and there in interviews over the years. So I know that much. I can talk about that much. But as far as like hello? Got another... Ooh, hide behind the refrigerator. Looked like, not the baby, at least. But yeah, I don't know any like secret insider information about Horror 2.0. And I know there's been a lot of people on TikTok making like fake leaks about Horror 2.0. I mean, there's nothing to leak. There's nothing to leak because they haven't even told us anything about it. But from interviews over the years, they've talked about new ghost events, new ghost models, maybe reworking the ghost behavior, new death rooms, new death animations, and just adding a bunch of like new spooky stuff to the game, you know? And, oh, hey, I just saw a foot in the dots projector. And I know a fear that a lot of people have had about Horror 2.0 is like, what if they make the game too scary? Or what if they like add a bunch of jump scares? And I don't think they're going to do that because there is an old interview with Daniel Knight, DK, the guy who made Phasmophobia, where he said he doesn't really like cheap jump scares, or he doesn't like jump scares in general. So I think we're safe from that. Are you here? Are you going to pick up the phone? I don't know who's calling. I don't live here. Are you? I'm gonna say, are you good? Are you good? You cool? We cool, Ghost? Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Are you young? Are you old? Are you friendly? Do you like meatloaf? Yeah, yo, Ghost, you good? Are you here? Okay, I don't think we're getting Spirit Box. Let's see. There says, doing good, a lot of technical difficulties. All with the family photos, but you figured it out. Glad you got it worked out in the end. Getting all the animal photos was the longest part. I could imagine. I saw a video where some people took their cat to JCPenney and they had like these really kind of like tacky 80s sweaters, but the cat was semi-cooperative, but a lot of the pictures came out really cute. Bomber says, according to Trello, the Tanglewood rework is in progress, and Edgefield and Ridgeview and Willow are all under plan. Yep. So, me personally, I expect the next map release to be Tanglewood. Once again, I don't have any insider info about that, so I don't have to worry about breaking NDA because they haven't told us anything about that yet. No time frames or whatever. But based on the fact that I think that's the only map in progress on the Trello board, I assume that's going to be the next map release. Let's see. Don't forget my dots. Oh yeah, I need to mark that. I think that's all we have so far, right? Where's my thermometer? Yeah, no freezing yet. Interesting. This room is really warm. This room is extremely warm for a ghost room, and we do have Wraith, Banshee, and Phantom, which are all Stalker ghosts. Ooh! What happened to my sanity? I guess that's what happens when you stand in the dark constantly. Okay, well, I'm going to take some salt in there. Here, let's let our sanity get up a little bit first. The tier 1 meds are pretty slow to raise your sanity. You could be in the hallway, that's true. Before I put my salt down, let's verify that. Okay, check in the hallway. How about the bathroom? This is such a small room that the ghost would walk out into this room a lot. No, temperature's not dropping in here. How about the laundry room? Oh, a cup. In the laundry room. No, looks like it's going up in here too. Okay, checking the kitchen again. Kitchen does appear to be going down. Hi! Ow. Okay, yeah. Okay. How about the dining room? Oh, it's in the dining room! Because we have breath. Breath means that the temperature is 5 degrees or less. Okay. So, in that regard, let me put that there. Let me grab my glow stick, our bottles of salt, and then we're going to put some salt all over here. Okay, so it stepped in the salt. It's not a wraith, but it did not appear to leave ultraviolet. Scared the absolute crap out of you? I think I was okay. Thank you, MF. Oh, I think that was a 4 from the ghost event. I'll check on the board, though. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that was from the ghost event. Or it was a 3 from being thrown. Hey, thank you so much for the hydrate. Okay, we have 3 minutes until the next ad break. Is there anything that I can squeeze in there before I go? Here, let me grab another notebook. Let me check again for Spirit Box in the dining room this time. But we could also put some... Oh, what do you call it? We could put some motion sensors in there. Grab that. Grab the Spirit Box. Check that. That's an EMF 3 from the throw. Throws are always going to be EMF 3. Are you here? Are you near? Are you far? Are you young? Are you old? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Do you like me? Where are you? Are you friendly? Are you here? Are you near? Okay. So we have Phantom, Wraith, Yokai, or Dio. Well, it's not a Wraith because it stepped in salt. Yeah, so no EMF 5. Ultraviolet would be Phantom. It didn't leave footprints, so I don't think it's a Phantom. So we're down to Yokai and Dio again. Didn't we have this in the first round? Didn't we have this in the first round? Okay. What's our Cursed Possession? Music box? No, not this time. Oh, the Summoning Circle again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it hunt again, and that's going to tell if it's a Yokai or a Dio. Or maybe I'll walk back in there and it'll give us ghost riding. But first, I need to take an ad break, y'all. I do 1 ad break every hour. It is a 3-minute ad break, but it gets sort of pre-roll for the next hour for anybody coming in. You know, helps make the stream more discoverable. While I do that, I'm going to go use the bathroom, refill my drinks, all that fun stuff. And if you need to get up and do anything, now's a good time to do it. So many circles in these matches. Yeah, I feel like I some days I just feel like I keep getting the same Cursed Possession over and over. All right, but here's some words on stream. I'm gonna get those ads playing, and I'll see you in just a few minutes. If you get caught in the ad break, you know, because you don't have a sub, don't worry, you're not missing too much. BRB, no. Hey, I'm back. How's it going? Let's see. Also, Jerry Jinx, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. Oops, let me restart the words. Play funocracy? What is that? Creativity laughs and... I was gonna do something when I got back. Oh, that's right. Okay. Just let Madrinas know that the alert thingy's not working. Also, looks like the ads are over. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking through the break. Did Piranha get held? If it was Automod, Automod holds some weird stuff sometimes. Context is generally key. All right, good job, everybody. Huh, okay. Well, it's a fish, so. As long as nobody's using it that way, it's fine. Nerdy, thank you so much for the 30-stream streak. All right, so I just got back for a little ad break. I'm going to go in there and see if it is written in the book. If not, it's probably another yokai, but otherwise I'm going to like the summoning circle and see if it acts like a Dio. So, what do we got for the book? No writing. It might be a yokai again. Okay, wait. I always try to like the summoning circle with less than 80% sanity. Let me go take some meds. Let's see. Bomber asks, when a map gets reworked, is it just reworking visuals so it looks better, or do they ever mess with the actual layouts? Well, in the case of Tanglewood, they have said that they're going to keep the layout very similar to what it is now. They might move a wall or two. But when they replaced the Asylum with Sunny Meadows is quite a bit of a different map. Much for the better, in my opinion. But they've reworked Maple Lodge to redo the layout. And when it comes to the farmhouse reworks like Bleasdale and Grafton, they changed the layouts quite a bit, but they are still recognizable, you know? They're still recognizable in areas. So, little of both. Depends on the map. Yeah, Grafton got a very big overhaul. It used to be more of just kind of a log cabin look, but now it's absolutely obliterated. And then Bleasdale also got a pretty big rework. Yo, Misa, coming on into the raid! Where Bleasdale now looks like kind of a fancy mansion type place. Misa, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Let me get your shout out. Let's see, what are you doing? Wizard 101! Oh my god. I streamed Wizard 101 once. Takes a drag on a candy cigarette. How was your stream? How's the Wizard 101 community on Twitch these days? Because back then it was horrible. Worst Twitch community I've ever encountered. We banned more people on my stream in the 2 months that I streamed that game than in the rest of my entire 10-year streaming career. That's why, no wait, Red was a moderator before Wizard, but yeah. Red was there. See, it was fun. It actually had quite a lot of viewers. Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats. It was a really fun, cute game. It's just, there was one stream in that community. It was like a family streaming channel. I'm gonna have to cut this out of the YouTube video. It was a family streaming channel, and they use their kids as props and stuff. But it was the husband and the wife. They thought they owned the category. And if anybody started to approach their viewership numbers, which was around 40, they would weaponize their audience to go like troll and harass and attack that other stream. So I was on the receiving end of that a few times. And on top of that too, they basically trained their audience to expect Wizard 101 card pack giveaways. So like kids would be flooding into the stream being like, you doing a giveaway? Exclamation mark, giveaway. You're gonna do a giveaway? Oh boy. I'm glad it's better now though. I'm glad that you don't have to go through that trauma. Anyway. Ooh, watch me paint your nails, Crypto. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad your stream was good. Anybody coming in from Mises Raid if you don't know me? Hello, I'm DontFightDucks. I play a lot of Phasmophobia here. We're actually in the middle of the weekly challenge right now. No weirdos, that's awesome. Glad to know it. I keep, I keep thinking like, maybe I want to check that game out again. I kind of miss the gameplay. Like the card battles were really cool. Ray says the time with the game was something else. But anyway. But yeah, we're going to go in, we're going to like the summoning circle, and we're going to see if we have a Diogen or a yokai. I'm pretty sure it's a yokai. Stop honking the car. What's the challenge? This one's called Glow in the Dark. Basically, we have nothing to see with in the dark except for glow sticks. Stop. Okay. Gotta check my sanity again. It's a pretty good one. It's not too hard. 83%. We're going to take some more meds. It's not too hard. The only problem is if you get a ghost with orbs, you do not have video cameras with which to observe them. Or if you have a Goryo, you don't have a video camera to see the dots. So those are the only kind of two problems. But otherwise, it's pretty easy. Just gotta worry about sanity management a little bit. But they give you meds and stuff. Okay, so if it goes normal speed, it's a yokai. If it mows us down, it's a Dio. Oh, it's a Dio, right? Yeah, it's a Dio. Whoa, it's a Dio that didn't want to write in my book. So yeah, like I was saying, watch me get really far away from her. Uh-oh. She does go faster if I get far away from her, but I can get really up close to her and she just goes super slow. Because the speed of Dios is determined by how far or close you are to them. Somebody's asking earlier. Oh, that's the other thing too. They always know where you are. You cannot escape a Diogen. Do not try to hide from them. The only thing you can do is just find something to walk around a circle. Most maps have one. Or if it's a bigger map that you can kind of like walk an uninterrupted loop, you can do that. But yeah, we got a Dio. That's fun. I'm glad it wasn't another yokai. Actually, you know what? I'm going to demonstrate what happens if you try to hide from a Dio. She's all the way downstairs. She's all the way downstairs in the basement. We're gonna stand in this corner right here. So say somehow that you didn't know that you had a Diogen and you're just hiding, waiting for the hunt. This is what's going to happen to you. That being said, though, Diogens don't start hunting until 40% sanity, so you're pretty unlikely to be surprise hunted by one. That's the trade-off for them always knowing where you are. Yeah, I think it probably moved to the garage. That's probably why I didn't write in the book. Because the Tier 1 book doesn't have that big of a range. All right. I don't even think we hit her with incense. What's she waiting for? Oh, but also, hey, Misa, if you got to go do any post-stream self-care or anything like that, definitely make sure you're taking care of yourself. You know, same goes for anybody who came on in with Misa's Raid. That is true, yeah. Unlikely to be surprise hunted by a Dio unless you're playing with other players who like to use cursed objects. Oh, I saw a really funny video on Instagram. I can't remember her username, but she posts a lot of funny Phasmo. Oh, here we go. Here, how she like barreled right up here, and you can actually, in a room like this, you can just scoot on around them. So even if you do get cornered, there's always hope for avoiding a Dio. But yeah, I've seen some really funny Phasmophobia, videos from somebody on Instagram, where there was one that's like, here are the top 10 ways to secretly use the cursed possession to troll your friend in Phasmophobia. Why are you still watching? Why are you still watching this? You're the problem. I don't know. I saw another one today where, you know that trend on TikTok and Instagram that's like, here's everything that my husband and I have put up our butts. I've put nothing. And then it goes to the husband and it's just like this long, ridiculous list of things. Anyway. Yeah, can't remember her username, but she makes very funny videos. Zinni says, I fear that I am part of the problem. Rip. Bomber says, I'm the other person. Anyway. Okay, so we have a Dio. Push the button. Make sure our ghost is circled. I'm gonna find her username. Because I think I looked, and even though she has some really well-performing videos, her follow count seems really low on Instagram. So I'm going to find her username. How do I find liked videos on Instagram? Was it? I think it's your activity, likes. Username is Sir_Mocha. Shout out to Sir Mocha on Instagram. You make some very funny videos. Go check her out. She's probably on TikTok too. Anyway, whoa, $500, nice. And we also get $5,000 just for doing the weekly challenge. So we got 5,250 plus an extra 500 bonus for leveling up. Where does that get us? Level 59, nice. Moving on to Prestige 14 eventually. But yeah, that's Glow in the Dark. Pretty easy challenge. Definitely recommend trying it out, even if you're newer to the game. You know, even if you're normally intimidated by the weekly challenge, it's a pretty good one to do. Easy $5,000. Sir Mocha _ on TikTok. Okay, I think on Instagram there's no underscore at the end. Yeah, I guess that's it for the weekly. Let me get the button push for our Diogen guessers. Right there. Boom. Did the prestiges just keep going, or is there a cap? It caps off at 20, but even after you hit prestige 20, you can still level up to like 10,000 or something like that. I know a lot of us Kinetic partners have asked Kinetic, like, hey, can you like come up with a solution for this? You know, even if you just let us re-prestige to 20, you know, or maybe add more prestige levels. I don't know, because a lot of us play this game a lot, and several of us have hit the cap. I know I'm intentionally trying not to hit it too fast. Redeem to hydrate. Oh, thank you. I missed that. It's probably distracted. All right. What do I want to do? What time is it? Okay, let's switch back down to evidence. Do that. Am I doing drops? No, there are no Phasmophobia drop campaigns right now. And none currently announced. But when there is a drops campaign for any game, basically all you gotta do is tune into any drops enabled stream and just watch for however long the drops campaign requires. So usually Phasmophobia, it's like 2 hours. Sometimes in Phasmophobia, they're exclusive to Kinetic partners. Sometimes they are available to everybody streaming the game. Okay, so where we go? Let's get a Tanglewood. Let's get a new round of ghost guessing going. Yeah, the last drops ended on November 25th, I believe. See, how are the ghosts? They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Haven't had any stinkers today. We did have one yokai, though, that was pretty stubborn. We also had a shade, I guess. That was pretty boring. Oh, boy. I don't know if I'm going to go too much longer, though, because like I said, I've been pretty hungry during this stream. Can I resist the call of the Casey's Pizza? I don't know. I might just make some ramen after the stream. And then start looking up chili recipes. Ooh, who's in the soup? 98. Whoa, potato with a 98.46. That's gonna be hard to beat. Eating ramen? Ooh, what kind? Right now, I just got a bunch of bricks of like the top ramen chicken. I do have some like kind of frozen, sliced, grilled rotisserie chicken that I could throw on there if I wanted to. I did that one day when I was really hungry, and that was pretty filling. See, chili sounds so good. Having lasagna soup. Ooh, I've been craving lasagna lately, Spout. Need a ghost-themed pizza. Called Ectoplasm Pizza. What would be on that? When I think of ectoplasm, I think of like green slime. Maybe like a pesto sauce. Is there... surely somebody's put pesto on a pizza, right? Ghost peppers? Ooh, I'd have to pass on that. My tummy and my butt would not be happy. Nor my mouth. Pesto on pizza is so good. I need to find a place that does that. See, what's my least favorite map to play? High school for sure. I do not like the high school. Normally the only time I go to high school is when... Phasmophobia. That's not a word. Let's see. Or is it? Maybe. How you doing? But yeah, high school. I only go to high school if I need to do it for a weekly. Or I'm doing it for charity or some challenge that forces me to play all the maps. Okay, so we have our EMF, our flashlight, and our camera. We're looking for Trisha Elliott. We need parabolic microphone, crucifix, and have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. The guessing ended. It's. I think it's open for a minute 30. I think it's open for a minute 30 when I'm in the lobby. Generally, if the soup drop game is on screen, the guessing is still open because the soup drop vanishes as soon as guessing ends. Had pesto pizza with buffalo mozzarella. I assume that's mozzarella made from buffalo milk and not mozzarella with buffalo sauce, right? Oh boy. Shiny says, one of my favorites is called Sweep the Swamp. It's got shrimp and crawfish on it. Okay, I could do shrimp maybe? Crawfish though? I assume it's been shelled, right? Right? Ooh, teriyaki ramen. I don't know if I've tried that. I usually just do chicken. Or sometimes if it's like one of the bowls with all the stuff in it, sometimes I get something spicy. If anyone has pizza artista, or one of those, create your own. Ooh, I don't think we have that. There is something in the city called like Rocket Pizza or something that I think is one of those where you can just put whatever toppings you want in it. What would ghost orbs taste like? Huh. Marshmallow? Buffalo milk mozzarella. Oh, I hate buffalo sauce. I like buffalo sauce okay, but I go through phases where I get sick of it. Mostly because I eat it too much. Ah! Cheap. Greedy, where are you? Ah. I've been getting a lot of that lately. Where the ghost just like slams me in the door. Ah, ah. Oh, EMF 5, thank you. What? We got EMF 5. Hey, thank you for the clip. Oh, could go for some buffalo chicken mac and cheese. I'm not big on mix-ins with macaroni and cheese, but there was a time where I'd put Frank's Red Hot in it. Unfortunately, whenever I eat macaroni and cheese, like the box mac, Easy Mac doesn't bother me much for some reason. But whenever I eat box macaroni and cheese that you like, oh, guess the ghost is in here. You know, I feel like there's like a half and half chance that it's going to upset my stomach or not. But anytime that it did upset my stomach and I mixed buffalo or Frank's Red Hot in it, I had a bad time. See, add a sauce you make from brown sugar, soy, cinnamon, everything bagel, seasoning, garlic, and a bit of red pepper to your ramen. Ooh. Okay, I could see that working. Definitely see that working. Okay, so I think our ghost is... Huh. It's in the bathroom, but it's definitely doing stuff around the bathroom. This is a small room, though, so I could see potentially the ghost interacting, like just with the interaction range outside of it, but let me go and check in here. Yeah, I think it is the bathroom. It's the coldest room around here, and it's getting colder. Oh yeah, Ghost reminded me that I had EMF 5. Let me go get a picture of that too. Burp. Let's see. I have to eat a ghost orb. Oh, in real life, most of the time, ghost orbs end up... Whoa. Huh? 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 Oni? Or Jin? Oni or Jin? That is a really big drop in sanity, so I think we got drained by a ghost ability. That could have been the Jin's 25% sanity drain, or it could have been the Oni doing a 20% sanity drain with ghost events. Most ghost events only drain 10%, but everything of the Onis drains 10. I'm sorry, 20. So yeah, I'm leaning Jin or Oni on this one. But let me get some sanity up. What else do I need? Let's get the video camera in there. And the ghost, wait, no, I think we have a, no, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, I was saying, when it comes to ghost orbs, they're usually dust or bugs, and I don't think I'd want to eat either of those. Yeesh. This ghost loves doing EMF 5. Yep, no orbs, but that doesn't surprise me. See, little lactose, you're a little lactose in general, but it's worth the sacrifice most of the time. Yeah, I don't think I'm lactose intolerant, but every once in a while, something with dairy just destroys me. Okay, turn that on. Get the dots projector all up in here. Get another one in the corner here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, check the temperature again. 2.2. Not quite freezing yet. I think Jin... Oh, both of those have freezing. Okay. So yeah, if this is a Jin or an Oni, we gotta get freezing. Oh, I forgot we're doing 2 evidence. Never mind. Freezing might be hidden. So in that case, let me go grab the spirit box and some salt to look for ultraviolet. Pop rocks? Oh no. Pop rocks? I don't like pop rocks. Just, I don't... The fizzy whatever in my mouth is too weird. Tony says I'm lactose intolerant and completely forgot about it. No. Yeah, I don't usually think about, oh, I'm eating a lot of dairy until tragedy strikes. What if this is a wraith? What if this is a wraith somehow? No, not a wraith. Not a wraith, and we have ultraviolet. Boom. Oh, I missed that. Poop. Poop. I've already used 2 of my deletes. Whatever. Okay, so we have ultraviolet and EMF 5. That leaves Jin, Goryo, Obake, Myling. Not a Goryo, because Goryos have force dots. I'm going with Jin on this one. And let's just figure out what our cursed possession is and immediately do a Jin test. Because... oh, hey, music box. Perfect. So we're gonna bring this over here. We're gonna get some incense. So the Jin doesn't turn the breaker off because the Jin needs the breaker on to use all of its special abilities. The Jin's sanity drain doesn't work if the breaker's off, and the Jin also has a speed boost when it gets line of sight on you, and it's more than 3 meters away. Okay, sanity's still holding strong. What do I have? Camera? I don't care about that anymore. So one way to test for a Jin is to make sure the breaker's on and make it hunt. and get yourself somewhere where it can see you from more than 3 meters away, and see if it just instantly goes super duper fast when it starts hunting. And the difference between a Djinn and a Revenant when it comes to hunt behavior is that the Revenant is super slow until it knows where you are. The Djinn, on the other hand, is normal speed until it knows where you are, or until it gets line of sight on you. So, what's our objectives? Parabolic microphone, crucifix, escape the ghost during a hunt. Okay, so I'm going to, instead of breaking the music box, I'm just going to let the whole thing play to drain my sanity 70%. I don't think I have any crucifixes in there, do I? No. So this thing will either break when I hit 0% sanity, or it will just close when the song ends, whichever happens first. See, is there hidden evidence that just annoys you on 2 evidence runs when you can't get it? I don't think so. Normal speed. Come on. Oh, that's a Djinn. Did you see how fast she got? I forgot my lighter! Did you see how fast she got as soon as she came around the corner and saw me? That is a Djinn. Womp womp. Ninja, thank you for the hydrate. Music box sounds so pretty. You can get one of those in real life. It's not wind up though. You got to turn it yourself. It plays that song. Well, we got a Djinn, but we died. Okay, let me get the ghost guessing resolved. Djinn, where you at? All right, who guessed Djinn? Nobody. Okay, better luck next time. Y'all, I've been live for 3.5 hours. I hate that I've just been live for 3.5 hours lately, but I think I'm gonna call it there. Stick around though. We're gonna find somebody to raid. And I will be back on Tuesday playing more Phasmophobia. But in the second half of the stream, we're going to be starting The Grinch for PS1 for my annual playthrough of The Grinch for PS1. I call it Grunchmas. It's such a good game. Like, that game is a million times better than it has any right to be. It's such a fun game, and I'm really excited to share it with y'all. It's based on the Jim Carrey movie, sort of. Let's see, done that so many times, it happens to me occasionally. But anyway, if there is anybody new out there and you enjoyed the stream, consider hitting the follow button. You can also join the Discord if you want to. You know, come hang out with us, talk about whatever. We also have a merch store if you want to check that out. Merch is permanently discounted. Crazy deals. I'm practically giving it away. And what else? Oh yeah, if you're coming on over in the raid, copy and paste one of these. We got the waving ducks. Got the waving ducks if you, what's the word? Have a sub. If you don't have a sub at the moment, don't worry. You're not missing too much. We're going to throw it over to, who we raiding tonight? We're going to go say hi to Fatal Fear. I haven't raided her in a while. But she's been playing some Hollow Knight for the first time. But if you don't know her, drop her a follow. She's really fun, really good energy over there. Also, a lot of frog theming on the stream. I really love frogs. Just start guessing random. Maybe. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for being here today. I really appreciate it, you know, especially after that big break. I'll be back Tuesday. Thank you so much for all the subs, the gift subs, the bits, the raids. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for lurking. Hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. And hope you have a good Monday too. I think I'm gonna be getting stuff to make chili next week. And breakfast sandwiches. And I want to get a chicken sandwich from KFC. Those are my plans tomorrow. Let's see, thank you for the stream. Hey, thank you for being here. And I hope everybody's staying warm out there too. Man, we've had some cold weather lately. Way colder than it should seem for December. All right, I think I'm just gonna hit the raid button. They really increased the length of the raid countdown, and it kind of annoys me. It takes too long now. Why'd they do that? Okay, so anyway, let's go say hi to Fatal, and I will catch y'all later. Thank you, good night, bye!